Oh, hey, fancy meeting you all here. How's it going? We're just back from our break. It was a long vacation. We saw some jellyfish. We went to the zoo. Effie had a very close encounter with a Bigfoot. It was a very interesting
Yep.
experience all around.
Uh,
There was a shark,
no, I did go to an aquarium though.
It's true. It's true. You did.
Yep.
But now that we're back from our vacation, I think it's time to find out what the plan is for Operation Boom Goes the Daddies, or whatever the fuck else it might be titled. And before we get back into it, just a little reminder to all of you wonderful people out there, if you could please do so, I would appreciate it if you could drop a follow on all the wonderful people who have been involved with this project and are currently involved with this project. We really would appreciate that you provide that support, and those follows are a great way to do that. And then also, if you'd like to join the YouTube subscription pool on Effie's channel, you can watch the previous broadcasts of Amz Goblinz there. So if you'd like to tune into those and watch the previous broadcasts, then you can do so at that YouTube channel link provided. And outside of that, the only other thing to remind you all of is, if you like what you see and want to help support us, the monetary compensation you provide in terms of bits and subscriptions and donations all go towards increasing the Goblin Bullshit Pool, which is a very goofy reroll system, but is also used to stabilize. So 4 points go to an automatic stabilization to a dying goblin, and 1 point goes to a reroll for any roll that they make. They have to accept the second result, though, however. So, with all that clarified and things said, goblins, are you ready to resume the adventure?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never have to sleep or blink, so I'm always ready.
All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and get the goblins here hidden, and we'll return to the space that we were watching you guys interact with the Gravekeeper. And I will continue the ambience that I have on the local end here, because it just works for me. So we're just going to go all the way back to here, play that. And all right, so now that we return to the session at hand, my question to you, goblins, is, now that Nefer has kind of readied the bait, air quotes, and you guys are dealing with a pretty decent potential space to enact some kind of ambush or attack plan, it's probably, I would say, about 4 hours until dusk. And yeah, I don't really think there's a lot else to mention, other than, I guess I'll just open the floor to, how would you guys like to proceed now? Talk amongst yourselves, and if you want to include the Gravekeeper, or if he'll pipe up on the whole thing, go ahead. But for now, I'd like to hear what you guys might want to do to enact this operation, or just discuss it in general.
Well, so plan is put body by hole, and then, drop bomb, but there is no tree here.
So this
Wait.
because it's in the middle.
Yeah.
Do you need tree?
Yeah, I need something to hoist bomb over and then drop. I don't see nothing though.
Good. Naff.
Naffer looks at you. Yes.
Is it okay if I put tree?
He looks a little confused, and without thinking entirely on the phrasing of why you're asking, he just kind of goes, yes?
She will, oh god, where is it? I just saw the spell. There is a spell that makes the tree grow, or thing grow. I gotta find it. But she gonna do that.
Okay.
Or I can just, or I can leave it up to fate if we want to let chat roll. If we want to use other ability, I'll leave it up to you.
tell you what, I'm starting to lean a bit towards giving you more versatility in your magical abilities in exchange for the effects of your certain proclivity, because I have done a sort of wild magic style thing like this in other sessions before, and I always enjoy it. So go ahead and chat, give me an exclamation mark D20, and we'll see how well Newt's efforts work out for attempting to elicit some assistance from nature in this ambush. So if somebody in Effie's chat could do exclamation mark D, okay, perfect, another 3. Good. So Newt, you kind of reach out into the nearby I guess we can call it nature, and there's an impetus where you reach out and you're like, okay, I understand the assignment is a tree is required to create this trap. However, you probably didn't consider that, like, only a small bit of branching and, like, maybe a kind of overarching structure would really be needed. No, the way this applies is you reach out into the etheric kind of void and call upon your natural magics, and as you do so, you can see one of the smaller trees on the edge of the graveyard just... and it just starts scraping along by its roots. And it just destroys the pathway as it's starting to progress along and is pushing along through the rocks, and Napper's eyes go from, like, what the, to, like, my fucking graveyard. Like, you can see in his head the mental math he's doing for how much labor is going to be required to fix this shit after this all goes down, but the tree is just like...
Look! Desi, tree!
Yeah.
I got you, tree.
Whoa, can you do that with beef stew?
She, like, closes her eyes and squints and tries it again, but with a beef stew.
You know what? I'll allow
and the best
it.
part is she doesn't know what beef stew is.
Yeah,
so...
no, 100%. Exclamation mark D20 again in chat, please. Let me just get a little element of the influence of that there, please. So while chat gives that roll, Napper has kind of taken a step back and is just in complete disbelief of what the fuck is all these threes? He takes a step back and just assesses the situation, just kind of like, he's like, okay, well, on the one hand, there's now a tree that would happily facilitate whatever these goblins are planning, but on the other, there's, like, hours, perhaps days worth of repairs required here, and maybe even a tree that needs to be chopped down if he can't convince you somehow, Newt, to return the tree when it needs to be returned at the end of all of this. Oh my god, another 3. What the fuck? The roller is cursed. So yeah, he just kind of takes a step over to the cart and leans against it, and obviously has a look of, like, okay, let's do this kind of response. But meanwhile, as you tell, what was the request exactly, Desi?
I mean, I just need a tree so I could put rope over Bethel's bomb and then drop bomb.
The thing about the stew.
Yeah, I wanted a giant tree made out of beef stew. Yeah. I wanted magical beef stew tree.
What was the exact wording when you first said it, though?
Can
was
you
it
do
magical
that,
beef
like,
stew tree?
beef stew?
Okay. Can you do that one with beef stew? There you go. That's what you have.
Alright, this is going to require a little bit of creative muscle flexing. What with the result of the 3. So, you think, on it really... no, I know exactly what I'm going to do. You think on it really hard, and you reach out to the hole, and nothing seems to happen. There's a little bit of a vibrancy in you that resonates, but Newt, as far as you're aware, the concept is, like, a little hard to come by, so nothing immediately occurs, and you're like,
She'll, like, shrug and go,
I tried.
Wait, what did I get exactly?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Yep, nothing.
Yeah, that is good try. Yeah, okay, well, we'll have to find beef stew later, I guess. But tree is pretty good. Yeah, right in center. That's good.
We will look at Nephris and be like,
Tree.
and point at tree.
Yeah, Nuffers, we
Excitedly.
have tree now, so plan is all good to go. We just need that
Yeah, yeah.
body.
Yeah,
An elf hand.
Tree.
Oh.
Nah,
Naffer just kind of sighs and he says, "Alright, where do you need me to put it?"
Wait, is there like a trench
mean-
where the tree moved?
Yeah, the whole line from the left side of the map to that circle from where the tree moved has torn up a groove in this nice stone walkway, so it's completely
No.
fucked.
Don't worry, Neffers. I fixed.
Yeah.
Cast mud into trench.
Yeah. We fix. You will
I
never know
cast-
difference.
I'll cast mud, which fills the area of mud that slows movement.
Okay. Alright, so you start repairing the trench in the ground, and as Newt is, doing a little bit of repairs, Snooty, what would you like to be doing, if anything?
She's supervising. She's like, this was my idea. This is my plan. I am so smart. I shall supervise, make sure nothing goes wrong.
Yes.
I don't know if I need to roll for spell, but it's mud pit. It just conjures mud to slow movement.
No, it wouldn't. That particular spell wouldn't require you to do a roll for
Okay,
anything.
okay.
It would just be like a summoning of the ability. But you know what? Actually, I did say we're going to adapt it to more of a wild magic form of implementation. So tell you what, every time you just cast a spell, I'll get a d20 from chat. So, chat, give me another exclamation mark d20. And while we're doing that, Desi, what is your next course of action in this process?
Okay. What I'm going to do is I am going to prepare the trap. I would like the body placed under the tree, and I'm going to then take my rope and throw it over one of the sturdy branches, and I'm going to tie that around one of the gravestones so it does not fall. Yeah. And then I'm going to see about attaching my experimental anti-daddy bomb above where the body is.
Okay, so let me just reiterate. You're tying one end of this rope to a gravestone and sending it over a branch that's hanging over this pit from the tree. And then you're going to tie the bomb to that branch, that rope, and then what comes next?
Well, I'm going to go back to the gravestone and I'm going to hoist it up and then move it, as I am pulling it up and making sure that it is going to hold. I am going to move backwards, several gravestones. And then at the apex where it is, up in the tree and hidden, I will tie it around the gravestone.
So, what do you have this rope in your inventory that you speak of? You do?
Yes.
Alright. You have 50 feet of rope. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're looking at about... I would say you probably need 10 feet to do the loop over, but...
Yeah.
You could probably get pretty close to...
Right here.
About there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about as far as you can make the rope work without tying any extras to it, but it does make for a very obvious length. But yeah.
Okay. I'm getting 2 copies, Snooty, because Snooty is just full of good ideas this session. And I'm going to try to figure out how to use chalk to make mark on ground.
To do what marking exactly?
I want to make X with chalk right here.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, tell me the purpose why.
Because later, when I am Goblin Doggo and running through to go undo rope sneakily, I have to be able to find it.
Well, right now, the length of the rope, because it's taut holding something, is the further you're bringing it away, you're kind of... it's a makes for a very obvious length to the gravestone that you tie it to. So it's... in the daylight, it's an
Okay.
incredibly obvious rope. At night,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
not so much, but like unless you have a better way of hiding the rope's visibility, it is still pretty noticeable, and you would see it with your
Okay.
night vision.
I mean,
I will look at
you
I'll
know,
look at Naffers and be like, "Want more trees?" Pointing at rope.
yeah, more trees. No. Ghouls not smart. They won't know rope. They won't look at rope and be like, yes, this is rope. Unga bunga, back in hole. They're going to be like, yes, dinner. I'm a zombie. Ah. So, yeah. This fine.
If Desi says fine, it's fine.
Yeah. It's good plan. Yeah.
All right, so I'm not. You're not doing any extra efforts to hide the rope. You're just making sure that it is securely
I'm
tied.
going to write.
Oh, what?
I'm going to write note and paste. Put parchment. I'm gonna write on the headstone with chalk.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to be please do not touch on order of Daddy Ass Blaster.
All right. Cool. All right. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, just I mean, at least chalk's washable.
Yeah.
So you mark that out. And meanwhile, Newt, as you are expelling the mud from your, you're creating this... I would say that you probably stimulate the dirt and muck around to generate more of a muddy, muckness that fills into the gap.
Yeah.
As you're casting that with your magic and the influence of what's going on through the implication of the spell, some of it starts to, follow the full root of the tree and drip into the hole a little bit. So there's a little bit of it that starts to go into the hole.
Stop mud! Stop mud! Stop mud!
Oh, that's not good.
And considering your magical abilities and what you're currently doing, I'd say that it's probably not beyond the realm of reason that you could fill the part underneath the tree that is causing this leakage, and then not have to worry about it for the time being. But
Yeah, but she's just gonna start grabbing stones, ripping stones out of the walkway and throwing it into the thing to patch the hole.
all right, so you're making a mud dam.
Yeah. And the whole time she's going, no, mud, stop, mud, bad mud.
All right, and this is very much so making you quite messy in the process, because you're kind of splattering mud a bit in your desperate attempt to create a blockade.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me a crafting roll then, if that's what you're looking to do?
Sure.
To see
I'm
how
pretty.
well you...
I'm pretty sure she's good at crafting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's my skill set? Do it. Net -2. That's not bad. Come on. I got a 4.
Nice. Yeah, as far as you're concerned, this loose pile of rocks that is barely holding anything from dripping into the hole is an absolutely sturdy and wonderful dam that you've constructed.
So but is mud still going in hole?
Not as far as you're aware.
If her craft attempt looks like if she's gonna look at it, be like, there, and do the classic smack your hands together, yeah, I did a good job, and then walk over to hole and look down, and if there's mud, then she's gonna panic and run back over, and then go start throwing more rocks and go, Goblin Bush, go!
Okay, go ahead. Give me that reroll then.
Gonna be great. Here we go. Bam! It did
Nat... Oh yeah, Nat 20, building that dam. The goblin who called for bullshit no longer casts a shadow until the long rest is completed. Good. Alright, now shadowless and very confident in an extremely sturdy rocky dam beneath the tree. The mud that you were using to patch the hole is no longer kind of sloshing down and it's starting to solidify a little bit. But like you've essentially created a trench of
Right. Yeah.
of difficult terrain experience that
At least
goes.
it's not beef stew.
Yeah. But to that effect, now that you've properly made like a good blockage that would hold up quite well, all that's really left, Desi, is there any other list of little things that you're gonna do, or are you gonna give Gnaffer the go ahead to dump the corpse in the hole?
I'm going to. Let's see. Anything else that needs to be done?
Desi, I fix.
Point at mud.
Yeah. Good fix.
I fix leak. There's no leak
Oh,
anymore.
good.
There's
Oh,
no more
good,
leak.
good. Okay, good.
What do you need me to do?
I think that is all good for now. I don't think anything else needs to be done. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
All right, Snooty. Now that you're very confident in your supervisory capacity, do you have any other things to add, or shall Napper go ahead and dump the corpse, and you guys will wait until an opportunity presents itself?
She does a and she does like that thing that you would do if you're like trying to picture something, so you kind of do like the two finger guns but in the shape of like a picture frame. She closes one eye and tries to look at the area, and she goes, it's perfect. Just as Snooty planned.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we should be ready. Desi, you are in charge of telling everyone plan, 'cause you are in charge of that. So, tell plan.
Okay, so plan is under the cover of darkness, the flesh-eating monsters will emerge from the hole, teeth gnashing, hungering for the flesh and the tasty squish of Brian's. They will crawl under the cover of darkness, right under Daddy Assbuster's house itself, and they will feast upon those that have been interned. But tonight, there will be a difference. You see, tonight, we will be there. Yeah. Okay, so plan is like this. Right before it gets dark, Snooty, I want you to make a bunch of noise like for dinner. Like dinner song. And then we run away when we hear them coming. Okay?
Oh,
And then
I sing
and then-
dinner song.
Yeah,
Good
dinner
plan.
song.
Good. Glad I thought of it.
Yeah. Yeah. You thought of it.
Her ego is so big right now that she's just taking credit for the whole thing.
Yeah, Snooty
But I
Brian's
thought-
so big. Yeah.
I thought, Desi, didn't you?
No,
Was
I'm
it-
going to let her. I think let her have this.
Okay.
No. She's very proud of herself. I don't have heart to snatch that from her. So we're going to just nod our heads, okay?
You will just overly nod head a bunch in Snooty's direction.
Yeah. Okay. And then what I want you to do, Newt, is the area, maybe you can make mud, right?
I mean mud over there. Look, mud.
Yeah.
Excitedly
yeah.
pointing at the trench.
Yeah. I want you to cover the Snooty's escape. I want you to make sure that nothing chases Snooty. And then we're going to have you guys run into temple. When you open doors to get in, I will be Gobble Dog and I will run out. And then I will run through graveyard after they start to eat. And I will go pull Chomp on rope to drop the bomb on top of them. And then we will see how lethal it is.
You want Newty to pull rope?
Hold up Newty.
No. Nuti's job in this is lookout.
Yeah, yeah. Where should I
Yeah.
sit? Lookout. Where's lookout?
Yeah. Well, I want you
Wait,
to
over
sit.
here? Over here?
Uh,
Maybe here? How about here? How here?
No.
What
Actually,
about
yeah,
up here? Up
no,
here?
no, too far.
No, here.
Too far. Too far. Excuse me, pardon.
Here. Wait,
Pardon.
over here?
Yeah, over here. Yeah, because they
Over
come out
here.
of that hole.
Okay,
And
okay,
church this way. So,
We'll gently sit Nudie on the gravestone and be like,
down.
look at Nudie and be like,
Okay, Nutty, you watch hole.
Yeah.
Give signal.
nod head. Wait for see if Nudie understands.
I mean, I guess you can kind of communicate with animals, right?
Yeah, and I mean, what's a dire newt's intelligence? Is it the same as mine? Come on, it has to be close.
I mean, it's pretty close. So yeah, as far as you're concerned, Nudie understands the assignment. He's very aware of what you want of him. Whether he'll hold the attention span long enough to remember it or not, different thing. But for now, he'll definitely lock it in.
And Nutty, you do a good job. We get that bug you like.
Shakes head up and down.
Nudie also shakes head.
Nudie understands.
Yeah, this good. Yeah. This good.
Where you want me?
Okay, I want you, I want you between, church and this spot. So when Snooty runs, she doesn't have to, run very fast because they'll be like, it's mud. Blah. And then they'll be like, but there's tasty food back here.
Newt will raise hand.
Yeah, what that?
Where church?
Church.
Why did you need to roll a perception check for you? It's literally a huge fuck
Church
off
over
building.
there is a big fuck off building. What?
Newt looks around for church.
That one. Yeah. This one.
Yes, the cathedral, the largest building in town, is only about a couple of blocks distance away from you.
Church. Got it.
Newt will position himself in between church and graveyard, wherever that would be.
The church is to your south.
So near X.
Yeah, like this pathway, these two pathways off to the off to the side here, on the far right, lead over to the church, and
So
the
you
kind of buildings attached to it, or the cathedral. It's very large.
So like over by lakes would be where she's running.
Possibly, if you think that's where Newt would best post up.
To like hide behind this looking at hole, waiting.
Okay. So generally, you're all aware that, well, maybe not all of you actually, but this actually probably should be a roll for, I want to say, oh god, I could make it nature or survival
Oh, I have survival.
or Arcana. So nature, survival, or Arcana check. Whichever of those you guys want to do, but I want one from all three of you.
I have nature, survival, so, and Arcana.
Yeah, whichever you wish to use that has the highest number for the modifier.
Nature and survival are the same.
Alright, then probably nature. Meanwhile, Snooty, you can choose which one of those you want, and same with you, Desi. So, nature, Arcana, or survival.
Yeah, I'm looking nature.
Ain't no nature.
Oh, okay. No. Nature, Arcana, or survival. You know what? I'm going.
Alright.
Goblin bullshit go.
Go bullshit go.
Oh, okay. Fuck shit.
Oh, Snooty!
Oh my goodness. Alright, so down to 19 points in the pool. Let's see what Snooty
Where's
gets.
Snooty?
The goblin who called for bullshit's belongings and clothing are teleported into a pile 5 feet to the left of the goblin.
Oh,
So you are
she's
now
right in front of me. Oh.
right in front of Napper, completely naked. And Desi. Oh.
Oh no! So Desi, not only did you swap bodies with me, you're also naked.
So Desi, you're thinking really hard about something related to ghouls, and as you're thinking really hard about it, the surge of this goblin magic just overtakes you, and suddenly you blink your eyes, and you're closer to Naffer than you remember, and you look down, and you're like, wow, I'm shorter than I remember, and you look up at Naffer, and he has like a very embarrassed look on his face as he turns his head away, and you look down and suddenly notice that Desi, you are inside of Snooty's body and are completely naked.
What? How? What? Huh? Huh? What? Why?
Snooty, you're naked.
Naffers, you are really... Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what? Huh? Wait.
So this is what it's
I'm
like to be
naked.
tall.
Wait, this is Snooty naked. No. I'm gonna rush off to the pile and start trying to get... Wait, that's my token.
You're gonna need to switch us.
Yeah, there you go. There. I'm right on top. There you go. Here, you can move yours. There. Yeah.
All right, wherever the pile is, I'm bringing the Snooty token over that way.
Okay.
I need that to go back where it was for a second there for a very important reason.
No!
Just, okay, everybody, stop touching tokens for a second.
I'm trying to put it back. You're the one that moved it.
Yeah, you're the one that moved it.
Alright, you're very lucky, that as you turn to see where Snooty's belongings are, they are just on the edge of the hole leading into the tunnels.
I'm gonna go over carefully and I'm going to try to get the clothes. Snooty! Snooty! How do you live like this, Snooty? I'm so short!
She walks over.
What's happened to my tail?
I never had a tail.
That's my tail.
Oh, and she just kind of grabs the tail and she kind of is like playing around with it, like, this is fun.
Wait, no, that mine.
Wait, this seems fun. I want to swap bodies.
I don't know how it happened.
No.
This city cursed it, but
Snooty's
this
so
is
cursed.
fun.
You're so tall. Snooty, you're so tall now.
No, I don't like this. I want a body back.
I like this. I want to stay as Desi.
What? No.
Are you smart?
Wait.
Wait, Snooty, are you smarter now? Do you have Big
She does-
Brian?
She starts like rubbing her temples. It starts going. Bombs go boom. I am
so
smart.
How'd you get so smart?
Silver, can I read?
You're still you. You're not. You don't.
But Snooty's being a little shit right now. That's
Yeah.
No,
Still,
now Snooty have Big Brian.
Snooty Desi, otherwise known as Snezzy for the time being, is now going to be like, I can't read. Oh God, I do not want to be married to Chief. Oh, this is a lot of pressure. I don't know any music.
Oh no, Snooty. Not does he have smaller brain, Brian?
No,
And then
I
Snooty
want the body
stops.
back.
And she looks at them both and goes, "Wow, that's so mean."
Wow. Wow. I just.
I guess, new Desi is in charge now.
Points at Snooty.
Wait, no, this is my plan. No. Ah,
I mean, he did come up with plan.
no, this is
Remember,
not.
she came up with plan.
No. I'm gonna pull on my pigtails.
Don't pull hair, please. Hair very hard to get into big poofy
yeah.
ponytails.
But I thought you're not swapping.
Sorry. I pull hair back behind head because work with the fire. Don't want to end up hair all burnt. I want my tail back. This is so
Maybe
short.
want body back. Not like comment about smaller Brian. She crosses her arm. Like,
It's okay. I did not make comment. It's fine. Your Brian is perfectly acceptable.
Snooty, you the smartest other person I know.
Oh God, that's the in duty.
You two,
Is he in duty?
you two are smarter than anyone I know. Way smarter than Newt.
Newt, also with that high roll, you've actually had encounters with ghouls before out in the swamplands, and you're very familiar with the two things about them. One, unless it's absolutely necessary or their shit is disturbed to a major degree, they will never do anything when it is still light outside. So it needs to be well and truly dark before ghouls tend to operate anywhere or be active. They spend most of the day in kind of like a passive state in their warrens. And the other thing that you're like aware of is that they are pretty crafty. Like they're not mindless zombified monsters. They're actually pretty. They have a bit of a primal intelligence to them, and they work as a group quite often. So you're familiar with the fact that like ghouls can be a little shifty. Now, how you want to actually convey that information entirely up to you, but
Snazzy?
Looking at Desi Snooty.
Yeah. That means yeah.
I know about ghosts. We had them in the swamps. They couldn't tunnel as well because swamps, but they very crafty and they lived up in trees in little like tap villages. They not dumb. I mean they dumb, but they not like dumb.
Yeah, no.
But they won't be out until completely dark.
Okay. We could try putting. Yeah. Okay. That's good. We could get food done.
You think they'll try to live in tree?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Tree. I am sorry if they try to live in you.
You know.
Pat's tree.
Okay. You know what?
I believe in you, Tree.
Okay. You know what? I understand now why Snooty wants to be carried. It's so short. Very hard to get anywhere fast.
Snooty has a hard time climbing a lot of things.
Yeah, but you got tail now. I'm a good climber.
I want my body back. I'm tired.
I want my body back too.
This body's too big. I don't like this.
Walk over to Snezzy and pick up Snezzy onto back.
This. Never mind. I don't want body back. This is pretty good.
Then you marry Chief then?
No.
But
Fine, we
chiefs don't like
trade.
you, Desi.
That's true. Shit. Ah,
I don't know, Chief. I wasn't there.
yeah.
We're from
yeah.
different Goblin tribe, so you
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
our chief. Our
Yeah,
chief,
we didn't have baby
super
pit because
handsome.
swamp, and you can't dig pit to put baby in.
Oh, did you have baby swamp hole?
Well, you can't really do whole because it fills the swamp water.
Oh,
You just have baby
uh,
swamp. You just release babies into swamp.
oh,
Oh.
baby swamp.
They just
Huh.
explore and sometimes come back and
Baby
sometimes don't.
swamp.
And the strong babies, they don't get eaten by big snappies.
Oh.
Ah.
Newt did
Napper,
not get eaten by big snappy.
Napper is just completely in an utter state of paradoxical, like, like he's like, what have I done today? And as this is all going on, he just decides to himself, you know what? I think we'll still just stick to the plan. And he, as you're all having this conversation, he's just wheeling over the corpse cart and undoes his like cover over it, and you can see that there's well, the remains of some human vagabond who looks like he probably lived a rough life.
Is he in beef stew?
No, no, he is not. So yeah, you're sitting there, and Napper kind of like wheels it over, and he gets ready to dump the corpse in. Does anyone have anything they want to say about that corpse going in the hole, or are you going to let him just upend it?
My corpse.
Yeah.
You were a good corpse.
It is.
Hat corpse on head.
Is it elf corpse?
No, it's just some, for lack of a better word, some, I don't want to say, like, hobo, but, like, they definitely look like a rough, poor type kind of dude who was probably in his, like, late 40s and had probably a lot of alcohol in him, and also looks very worse for wear because Naffer probably broke some of his bones to put him into the cart he was carrying, so he's a little ragdolly.
Newt will cock head
look.
aside while looking at corpse and go, "Do humans look better when after they die? They look more like he look more goblin-y now."
Yeah, I can't really see. I am so short. But I peek over your shoulder. I'm going to name our bait Bernie. I'm sorry he died on the weekend. But you don't. I think he's going to make it in the end.
It's okay.
Yeah.
He's off somewhere having good time and dancing.
Yeah. That's probably what he is doing. He's probably dancing and doing dead people things, for the weekend.
Yeah.
Nods head excitedly.
This dead body is like, oh, I'm going to get put in ground. But then we were like, hello, hi, we're going to steal you for weekend for plan. And Bernie was like, yeah, I'll go along with that.
Naf, is there food? Can we have tea with food?
Yeah. Do you think we should attach strings to Bernie so if we need to make him look more convincing?
Make him look alive?
Yeah, maybe that worked good.
Napper assures you that this would work better if he looks dead, because ghouls are very eager to go after fresh corpses.
Okay. All right. We will just let dead Bernies lie.
No. Do we get tea with the food?
So as Napper dumps the corpse of Bernie into the hole, He kind of wheels back his cart and wipes his brow, and he says, "All right, let's retire to the cathedral and get some food, and when you can set up for the preparations. I suppose there is a chance the ghouls could possibly smell the corpse and come to react before the night has fallen, but I believe if we leave enough of an opening with the sun, they'll most likely wait until nightfall before they fully investigate, but I think it's probably safe for us to leave it here in case, to build up the attention that it'll hold."
It's okay. Newty will keep eye out. Newty can send me signal.
Okay. So you're gonna leave Nudie out here to watch the hole, or is he still gonna just sit on that graveyard or gravestone?
Newty's gonna sit on gravestone watching. She's gonna watch the hole, and then if she sees anything, she can give signal.
Okay, well, he won't see if they're doing anything with the corpse in the hole from above the grave.
Oh, I thought the
stone.
corpse was outside the hole.
Oh,
Is it in the hole?
I thought you guys were gonna dump it in the hole and then drop the bomb in the hole from the tree.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, I just about this, and it's pretty sad considering this man was born on a Monday and he died on a Saturday, which is today, and tomorrow he's getting buried on a Sunday. He's having a bad weekend. Poor Bernie Grundy.
Yeah, it's just a real shame that it's not a real good weekend for Bernie. Nope.
Yeah, no, but you know, it's how they goes. You ever heard, the story?
Go
I
on.
bet he got married on a Wednesday. Probably got ill on a Thursday.
Anyways, moving onwards, Newt, you get the impression that if you put Newty in the tree that is now over the hole, he will have a much better chance of keeping an eye on the hole while you guys go get dinner.
Okay. I will put Newty in tree.
Alright. So, taking the time to make sure that the last checks over things, what I'm going to do is, for the time being, I'm just going to move you guys over here. And we can yada through the dinner portion. But as you retire to the cathedral, I will go ahead and switch over the ambience, because we're going to be changing to a different time of day. As you switch over for the day and get yourselves ready and comfortable, get some food in you, take a bit of time. Eventually, as you guys are having dinner, and Snooty and Desi, you're both like still kind of like, oh god, is this permanent? Like how am I going to live life as this new goblin? You just find yourselves right back in your own bodies.
I am tall again. This is the best. Oh, Tail, I missed you.
And as that pans out, let me just go ahead and make sure that this is open here, and then we go to this layer, and we change this, because as the night begins to get closer, and the day is lost soon, let me go ahead and do this, and then we can change the ambience as well.
Also, while they're eating, soup, are they eating soup?
If it's it would soup, be a stew, but yes.
Okay. Newt's gonna pick up a whole bowl of stew and put Pinky out, and then just start drinking it. But with the Pinky out.
Okay. So as you're slurping the stew with your Pinky out and taking that time for a bit, you guys, you enjoy your dinner, you process all that stuff through the night, have a few interactions and such, and now, after all that comes to pass and find yourselves back in the graveyard, you haven't heard anything from Newt, regarding your whole observer at the moment. So as the last of the daylight is trickling down, my question to you is, where do you guys all want to be stationed as you wait out the night to see when the trap is to be sprung?
Newt will ask Snooty which way they're gonna run, and whichever way they're gonna run, Newt will wait in that direction. So
Snooty, where you run? So I can stop them from following you.
From what now?
Newt wants to know which way Snooty's gonna run, so they know where to set up to do mud to keep them from chasing Snooty when Snooty runs.
Alright, well, I need a re-breakdown of the plan here, because, so, from what stage one, tell you what, Desi, you seem like you had the most grasp on who's doing what. Where would everybody be, where would you tell everyone to be positioned for their different parts to play in
Church
this?
and hole. So, Snooty is going to be between the hole and the church, and she's going to be playing dinner song, which will attract the ghouls. And when the ghouls start to come out, Snooty's going to run away. Newt is going to be at the halfway point and cast mud on ground. So ghouls that are chasing are like, we're so slippery and stinky. Let's go eat a dead body. This is really inconvenient. And, so then, then Snooty gets away and Newt gets away. And then I come out of church as Gobble Dog and I go chew rope real quick, which then drop bomb on, ghouls.
I see. So you're gonna go all the way over to the cathedral, and then run what is arguably a good maybe 300 feet in time to trigger the rope.
Well, they're going to be eating, so, as a Gobble Doggo, I run real fast.
Oh, also, Luna, thank you very much for the raid. We very much so appreciate that, and hope you had a wonderful stream. Let us know in
thanks,
chat.
Luna.
Yeah, what you were getting up to. Let us, keep us updated on what you've been doing there. And if one of the mods could shout out Luna in Japan, that would be very much so appreciated. But thanks for being here, Luna. We're going to continue with the roleplay stuff, but we appreciate that raid. We love and adore you, and I hope that you can let us know in chat, in text, what you were getting up to and how it went. But as we come to that, so if I'm breaking it down correctly, the idea is that Snooty is going to be decently close to the hole playing a song. Okay.
Yeah.
And Desi, you're going to be waiting way over by the cathedral, and when you get the go-ahead signal, you turn into a goblin dog and just rip it over to the rope to cut it so that it will fall into the pole, yes?
Yeah, because I can run 50 feet.
Okay.
And I can do that 3 times as an action.
Okay, so in 2 turns,
speed.
roughly, you could reach it.
Yeah, I am speed.
Okay, that is pretty speedy. That is pretty speedy.
Yeah, and it gives the ghouls enough time to try the jumps.
Okay, and then Newt's plan is to stay hidden until they come out and go after Snooty, then mud the area in front of Snooty if they decide to chase her, and then she'll run the fuck away back to the church?
No, behind Snooty. In front would cause Snooty to run in mud.
Yeah, we don't put mud
We don't
in
want
front
Snooty in mud. We want mud in front. Yeah.
Yeah, we're sort of, okay, alright, let me explain to you, mythological voice in ceiling. Have you ever played a game called, Hurt by Dark Time? It is a game where 4 people are fixing, batteries, and there's a killer. And sometimes to stop the person with the knife or the chompers, you shove a stick in their way, and they go and then they have to take lots of time to break stick. And then sometimes they just give up and go around. But that time Snooty be in, and then it would just be oh, okay, I guess I just go eat dead body.
Yeah.
Okay, understand that.
Disembodied voice. Ceiling. Do you get it, Snappy Jaw, in the swamp in the sky, man?
Yeah.
Alright, well, tell you what. Tell me, Desi, go ahead and ping the air. So first, ping where Snooty should be on the map during all this.
Okay. I don't know how to ping.
Just hold down
let me
left mouse
figure-
button
Left mouse button.
while you have
Okay.
the select tokens thing visible.
Gotcha. So I think she, Snooty be here, go la 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 la, and then Newt be here, and then Newt make mud over here. Well, they run
Okay.
to safety, and then I sneak out as Gubbo Dog, and I let them start eating, and then I sneak over to, here, and then I bite rope, Cause wait, the cathedral this way. I don't remember which way.
The cathedral is further off to like the south, east-ish
so-
direction.
Yes. So ceased. Okay, got it. Yeah. A
Sneak,
eastern direction. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, ceased.
So how are you gonna know to go out and cut the rope exactly?
And
Because
we'll give
I'm going
signal
to
of
be-
screaming mud.
I'm going to also be down here. So when they come to run into the door, that is my signal because I want them safe. And then I run as Doggo to go to rope. Because it's safe. Because they're like, we want the dead humans, our peoples that are bipedal and, talk and do stuff. We want their tasty, dead flesh. And they're going to look at me and they'll be like, that's a doggo. They are chewy. Nobody likes doggos. They're scary. And then leave me alone. Yeah.
Do I actually know if, from my nature roll of about ghouls, does Newt have any wisdom in this? Since it's definitely not intelligence. Should I make another roll?
I mean, you would have like a understanding of natural creatures like this. Well, natural air quotes. Survival would apply here, or nature.
Okay.
Is there something specific you were trying to discern with that, by the way?
If I think that there's anything that sounds like, as far as surviving the ghouls, that Newt would chime in. Otherwise, Newt would just be like, keep nodding and go with plan. But if Newt's like, they might go after after a goblin dog or something like that, then she'll be like, actually.
Well, ghouls, the only things you really recall, unless you want to try to reroll that roll, which I will ask now, yes or no, forever hold your peace.
How would I reroll? Oh, with that.
So with the goblin bullshit. So it's your call, but if not, then...
But I might roll worse. You know what? No, I trust. Goblin bullshit's worked out pretty good for me. I'll do it again. Goblin bullshit, go!
Oh, well, I mean...
I reversed numbers. I took the numbers and I swapped places.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. That's
so
good.
clever.
That's good.
I'm so clever.
Yeah.
I'm very smart.
It's okay. Newt is...
No, it's the fucking mosquitoes.
It is, but they do not affect any of the rest of you, because Newt is basically just, like, hanging out. And just starts... I mean, this might be kind of... She's already kind of, like, a little orbited by flies and small insects on a good day, so... She probably has, like... Now it's just, like, a more invasive cloud of insects that are just around her.
No. Get him, Newty. Get them, Newty.
Well, yeah, if you have Nudie back with you and not looking in the tree, then...
Yeah.
Then yeah, Nudie would probably be like, like trying to grab the insects.
Yeah.
Dives into water.
So meanwhile, the idea that we have lined up here is Snooty stays near the hole and becomes a distraction to further lure more people out. We have Desi, like, way over by the cathedral, like, far enough away that she would not be easily noticed by any creatures around the outskirts or in the area, just in case. And Newt, once finished with her bath, will return to hide behind one of the gravestones until she needs to take direct action to interfere with anything coming after Snooty.
How long, or is it an hour? Newt's gonna like just kind of be in the water over here, peeking out, and be like, "I got good hiding spot. I'll stay here."
Okay, yeah, the mosquitoes won't be able to get you from that little pond, so you can definitely stay there with Nudie and just watch from the water if you
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Nudie's just like on my head, and I'm just like peeking out just a little bit, just enough where my nose is out to minimize mosquito contact, and that way Nudie can better defend from mosquitoes.
All right, fair enough. So my question to you, Desi, is before this whole operation is enacted, do you want Naffer to help in any way? Because he's willing to assist as best he thinks he can, or you can just tell him to get the fuck back in the cathedral.
I'm trying to think if there is anything he can do to help. Let's see. Ghouls don't like fire or light. You could make a big bonfire by your house so they don't come and chase you guys in somehow.
So you're telling Naffer to light fires near the cathedral?
Yeah, where they're going. So, if you put fires and lights over here, it's dark and graveyard, but over here is light and fire. They probably won't come over and be like, I'm going to eat your feet again. Ah! They probably won't do that, no.
It's true. It's true. God, they don't like fire.
All right. So what I'm hearing is you tell Naffer to light some cautionary flames and stay over by the cathedral during all this. Then.
Yeah, it is safer if he stays in his lane. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Well, to that effect, then, as the evening is passing along and the last bits of daylight, so you set up to get ready for the trap to be sprung upon these creatures, and while you're, just a heads up to those of you viewing right now, Snooty is having a little bit of a upset stomach moment, so she can still type to us in the chat, so I will translate for her. But Snooty, if you want to let me know in the group chat, if you're cool with me making the performance roll for you for the time being to see how well that starts off. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and roll the performance to see how well this goes. It's an 18. I'm pretty sure she'd choose to keep that. So, since Snooty is now over by the hole doing her best, like... I mean, it's hard to think, like, what exactly she'd be doing to fully facilitate it, but she's probably, like, not being super obnoxious or, like, startling, but more, like, kind of playing to create an air of vulnerability. Like it makes it sound like she's like, oh no, I hope I don't get eaten by fucking, I want to call them gremlins, but they're ghouls. And, so yeah, you're just kind of like, listening to Snooty plunk away mismatchedly to her instrument and trying to create this air of this song, and as she does so, Desi, you're over by the cathedral and you can hear something approaching you. Or are you, like, in the cathedral? Are you going to stay in the building, or are you kind of outside?
I am kind of outside, but sort of hidden as well.
Alright,
Like-
so you don't hear something directly approaching you exactly, but as you're waiting outside, you can hear the sound of what might be somebody walking along a pathway along the rear of the cathedral. And it hasn't fully gotten dark yet, but you do hear somebody walking along, approaching, and as you look out from your current hiding position, you can see a rather large set man with, like, big pectorals and, like, fairly beefy arms walking along, looking a little confused, scratching his head, walking towards the graveyard.
Desi's science log, entry 7. I have found a organic lost bimbo. Wait, a himbo. That is what they're called. He seems to be of the crunk variety. I will investigate further.
Alright, what do you do about his presence?
Stealth. I'm going to stealth.
Alright,
And
well...
I'm going to follow him.
With a 25, there's no fucking way that he's gonna notice you until you decide to make yourself known. But this gentleman does look like he's wandering along the kind of pathway heading more in the direction of the graveyard, looking a little confused and a little bit like looking around like he's like, what the fuck is going on? And for the time being, I'll just put up the imagination goes here screen until we really need the space. But as you're walking along, stalking him, he just kind of is leaning forward a little bit and like looking like he's thinking about what he should do, and he stops for a minute, and you just hear him kind of go, Newt? Is there a Newt here?
Is he near the pond?
No, not by this point. He's still over by the cathedral, but you can give me a
So I
perception if you want to see if you hear him.
Oh, yeah. Newt, very perceptive sometime.
Yeah, I'd say that you can pick up the distant call of somebody randomly, because it's quiet at this point in the night, and a lot of the ambient noises aren't as noticeable, so, like, you hear this man calling out your name. Sorry, what? Your mic cut out a little bit there, Mike.
Newt making bird sounds.
You're making bird sounds?
Yeah. But Newt don't know what birds sound like very well, so they're just going, ah.
In response to this guy calling out your name?
Yeah.
Wasn't that also the signal?
Cause they're being stealthy.
Oh, that is signal.
They never actually said what the signal was.
So you
We
just
just
hear
kept
someone
saying
calling your
signal.
name out, so you just start making random stupid bird noises?
Yeah. Because she doesn't know what signal is, so she's just trying to signal to see as communication. Because they never said what signal was.
Alright, Desi, you have two choices. Newt is making noises that sounds like she's giving some kind of signal, which is weird because it hasn't fully become nighttime yet. Or you can continue following this weird man as he's wandering through the area.
Chat, roll me d20.
Alright, chat, exclamation mark D20, please. And we'll,
Yeah.
we'll follow the command there. Alright, you got a 5. What were you looking for?
I was going to high or low. I am going to run to Newt.
Alright, so you... Are you...
Put the fang shears in, and I gobble my way over to Newt.
Alright, so
Because I
you...
think plan is going.
Okay, so you go running over to where Newt is. Do you care if this guy sees you, or are you staying, like, away from him?
No. This is plan. Yeah. But they're supposed to run into cover, and I don't see that, so I am confused.
Okay,
That
so
was part of plan.
you go running along to the last known location that Newt occupied, and as you get to her, like, in the water, you're telling me you don't care if the dude sees you, right?
Yeah, I don't care.
Alright. He stops for a minute and is like, "Oh, what the? Oh my god!" And you just hear like under his breath, almost where, well, he doesn't say it under his breath. He says it loudly and kind of like an idiot. But as you're running along, you just hear like, "Oh, that's the ugliest fucking dog I've ever seen." So as you go running along, you reach Newt's location. Newt, are you still staying in the pond while you're calling out?
Yeah, because the mosquitoes.
Alright, Tessie, you close the distance and catch up with Newt. What do you want to do?
Hey, shears out and be like, What? It's not time, I make signal.
No, it's a stealthy signal to tell you guy creeping into middle of plan. Point at big guy. He's saying Newt. I think he's looking for Newts.
Oh, god damn. Okay. Alright, that's good. I go take care of it. Alright, I'm gonna run back to the guy as a goblin.
Alright. So you change back into goblin form and go running up to this big dude?
Yeah, I'm just going to start waving arms like a construction worker, being like, sorry, the area is off the limits. By order of Daddy Assbuster, this is church business. Listen, we are in the current proceedings of testing an anti-daddy bomb. Please, vacate the premises at the time being, please. Yeah.
Give me a diplomacy roll, please.
Go away!
Goblin Bushiko!
No!
Why?
Oh my god. Alright, let's go ahead. Hit that button there. The goblin is not. Oh, okay, so yeah, you're back to not blinking.
That's good. That's.
So you run up on this guy and you're completely unaware of the fact that like it might be a little unsettling to have a goblin who isn't blinking just staring at you telling you that there's a bomb about to go off in the area. And the guy just kind of like he takes a moment for a second to process like you in front of him and he's like, "Oh fuck, you're a goblin."
Sir!
Yeah.
Newt's yelling from pond.
Sir!
Yeah. That's the new.
Sir, you're invading scientific experiments.
I didn't know. And he looks like he's like trying to figure out what to do about this encounter, and he's looking at you, Desi, and he's just like, what? Why are there goblins in the graveyard?
'Cause we're killing ghouls.
Oh,
What?
hey, have we?
Show him the Daddy Aspin's your note.
Oh, yeah. Here, I have a note given me supreme authority from Daddy Ass Blaster, the your guys' daddy in the church or whatever. I am here on his behalf. Why are you looking for Newt? You have to get out of here. It is not safe.
Oh, sorry. Earlier today I had a really weird experience. I had like there was a voice in my head. It sounded like my dead grandmother. And she was in my head, and he just kind of looks a little confused, and he's like, yeah, she was like Stu, go find a newt in the graveyard, and I was a little confused.
Wait, are you beef, Stu?
Oh.
It's a...
Jumps out of water and runs over.
You have beef stew? It worked! It worked! Desi, it worked! I conjured beef stew!
It worked. It only takes a little bit of time. You know, this is a pretty good idea, actually.
I mean, beef stew is a lot harder to conjure than tree.
That is true. Beef stew is much harder to conjure than tree. You did good job.
He's like, now he's a little perturbed that there's two goblins and one of them is still not blinking. And he looks over in your direction, a little surprised at your appearance, but just kind of like puts his hand behind his head and he goes, yeah, wait, so are you responsible for me being here?
Also, she just got out of water, so her hair is dragging because it's all
God.
wet and longer. And she still has nudie sitting on her head. And she's just floating.
So you're damp, you're floating, you have a newt on your head. So he's very much so like, you know what, I'm gonna give him a will save. Ignore the selected token, but yeah, so he's gonna start walking backwards, looking around like, you know what, I don't really know what like is going on here, but I don't think I want it.
Your dead grandmother told you to bring beef stew, Stu.
No, she just told me to look for newt in the graveyard.
Yeah, we require beef stew.
Okay.
And your stew, so you make beef stew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Newt will float closer to him.
That would be stupendous of you, Stu, if you could make.
Yeah. Can you make some stew?
Yeah.
And like, despite him having these like rippling pectorals and looking like a man with like a ripped shirt with his arms very exposed, he just kind of holds them up in a panic and he's like, look, I don't really know what's going on here. This is probably a bad idea. I think I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna go. I'll go find you some beef. You need beef, right? Like to eat, not meato, cause you're not gonna eat me, are you?
No, beef stew. Like in bowl.
Oh,
You know, with the tasty broth.
yeah. I know what beef stew is. I'll go get.
And why do you keep asking?
Maybe I can get some at the Rusty Dragon. Maybe if I go over there.
Hey, good job. Go.
Okay,
Take
yeah, I'm gonna do
premises
that.
still.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
again. He just turns around and just like end over end, like the fucking the cop from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, practically like level of like Goofy running with purpose into the distance, and he just like rips out of the area.
Now we get beef stew later.
Yeah, excellent beef stew. I like. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, Ash. That gift. So now that Beefy Stew has left the area, would you guys like to resume your positions as Snooty
Yeah.
continues
Are
to
the
play the
mosquitoes
song?
gone?
Oh yeah, by this point they've definitely
Alright.
left you.
Then I'll go like, how tall is the gravestone? Can I lay prone and be obscured by it while still floating?
I'm not entirely sure, but Effie, I'm picking up a lot of extra noise on your mic. Just a heads up.
Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, I think you could definitely like obstruct yourself
Okay.
decently with it, even with being floaty. In fact, you could probably lay down in a way that like you could use the headstone as like a peek over, so it would count as like cover and a bonus on that regard.
That's what she'll do. And Nudie will still be on top of the head peeking.
Okay, perfect.
Four eyes are better than one.
Desney, do you return to your original posting?
Yeah. We're going to return to our original posting.
Alright, cool. Well, now is a relevant time for us to have the visible space, because as you see the last light of the day begin to fade and the nighttime begins to encroach, you can hear, Snooty, you are able to hear movement below you. You can hear the sound of, like, scratching and rushing and the, like, moving of a little bit of dirt here and there. And as you're kind of continuing your song, you're just kind of like, I'm a vulnerable goblin, and my legs are broken, and I have a cramp, and I can't run very fast, and I hope nobody comes to eat my legs, 'cause I'm Snooty. That's my name.
Nudie's so talented.
And Snooty, thank you. And as Snooty is just kind of like sitting there, looking into like on the edge of the hole, suddenly there's like a bit of scrambling and scraping that you can hear coming from the hole, and looking down towards it, kind of crawling out into the darkness, you can make out one of the ghouls as it begins to emerge from the space below. And as it's climbing out, since I can still get input from you, Snooty, even though unfortunately it's not verbal at the moment, do you want to run away? Or are you going to stay there and try your best to summon more to the area? Oh, she will scream super loud. Alright. And then start booking it. Okay. I'm gonna give Snooty a... let's call it a fortitude to see how loud she can scream. That's 23. Pretty sure Ash would keep that. So as the... yeah, so basically the way this plays out is Snooty is still sitting there like, and I'm not able to run far because I have narcolepsy and sometimes fall prone for long periods of time. And then she sees a hand reaching out of the hole and pushing itself up from the surface. Ghoul just kind of looks at her and she just goes, "Ah, Desi! No!" And then starts fucking booking it, leaving the ghoul to kind of like sit there for a second, just being like, and watching. You
A
can
signal.
see, yeah, maybe a little bit. Newt, you move forward as you see Snooty panicking. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you? As you can hear that, you can see this ghoul fully emerging from the hole before you. And now would be a very good time for me to do this. Let me change things over a little bit here for a second. And then we're going to go... And you watch, as you can see, 3... ghouls have now emerged from the hole as 2 more begin to crawl their way out onto the surface to respond to the sound of the screams and the creature that is running away. And this ghoul over here looks like it's getting down on all fours, ready to start running after Snooty. So as that happens, Newt, you rush forward, and what is your plan of action?
Mud pit, go!
Alright. So we're going to attribute this to the wild magic that I said is going to affect all of your casting. So somebody go ahead and give me an exclamation mark D20 in chat to see how well the mud pit deploys. And I will operate from there. But as we wait on that result, is that like a specific spell, by the way, Jasmine?
Yeah, it's called Mud Pit.
Okay, and can you just explain to me what it does real quick?
Yeah. Let me find it again. I think thick, clinging mud covers the ground 1 foot deep, and the mud is difficult terrain.
Okay,
Range
so-
is 60 feet. Area square. 60 feet. Area squares on the ground in a 15-foot burst.
Oh, shit. Okay, alright. So, like, a good area of where the ghouls are will just be turned into hard to traverse mud. So all it does is make difficult terrain, right?
Yeah. It's like a foot deep mud.
Alright, so I got a 5 from chat in relation to that. Newt, do you want to let chat use your goblin bullshit go reroll on that, or will you just settle with it?
Goblin bullshit. Mud pit, goblin bullshit, go!
Alright, can I get another roll from chat, please, to see what comes of this? And meanwhile, let's...
Chat keeps rolling 5s and 6s for my magic.
You... you have a migraine. Congratulations.
Nah! My
And
head hurt.
You take 4 points of psychic damage.
Newt will scream at the top of her lungs and just be like, Desi, my brain gonna explode!
Oh, good start. Off to a good start. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and reduce that there for you. So you're at 22 HP now. Okay, so you cast the spell so hard because with the reroll of an 18, you managed to push a lot more force into the initial expulsion of mud, causing like a little bit of a mudslide back into the pit. So as the ghouls are struggling to climb out after Snooty, realizing that the terrain around them has now become a lot harder to assail, they are definitely not going to... They're essentially going to lose a round, because now I want everybody to roll initiative for me, please. And I will start the encounter, and all you gotta do is just click on your Tokorino, and then you hit the... you choose the initiative that stat that you want to influence your initiative roll. So most of the time it's perception. If you can argue a reason it would be something other than perception, you can use that instead for initiative. That's how Pathfinder 2.0 initiative works. And that changes based on situational elements. But I'm going to go ahead and say that perception will be the roll for Snooty here. Alright, that puts her at 23 in initiative order. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. And then we want initiative for that. Perceptive initiative, go there. 21 for the ghouls. That's a good thing Snooty got to go first. And, Effie, can you go ahead and give me an initiative roll, too? Alright. Do you want to keep that initiative roll before I tell us what happens here, by the way? Also, okay, all right. Well, I didn't hear a response from you, but I guess that was
I went, Kababushiko.
okay. Well, that definitely puts you at the top. And now we'll see what you get from the goblin bullshit pool. Hopefully, nothing too terrible. The goblin who got from bullshit can understand every language they hear for an hour. Okay, cool. So you're like some.
Oh God. I
Oh,
can't
they-
blink. I can't sleep, but I can hear everything.
Wait,
Oh no!
Did it say but cannot speak or write languages they did not already know? So they can't speak. They just understand them. Okay.
Yeah, so she'd be able to understand what a creature is saying, but if she didn't know how to speak to them in something they didn't understand, it would still be a language barrier.
She can understand ghouls speak.
Well, I mean, yes. So, if you tried to talk to them, sure. But, Desi, where were you? Because I didn't actually move your token. You were still back over by the church
Yeah.
or cathedral, right?
I stopped over, like, right here in the front, but yeah. I'm waiting for them to run past me.
Okay. So, are you telling me that, like, when you heard all the panicking and screaming and everything, you immediately would transform into the goblin dog and run up as much as you can to a degree, yes?
Well, they're supposed to come running over here so I know they're safe so I don't have to fight, ghouls
But-
off them.
But my brain
Uh,
exploding.
They're supposed to run into cover so the ghouls don't follow. And then I run as Gobble Doggy and then bite the rope.
Alright,
so
so
until
you're
they
not...
get close,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Them
gotcha.
being out of the crossfire is important.
Gotcha. Alright, well, Snooty has a 25-foot movement speed, I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna double check. Okay, so she could run... I assume she's probably very well invested in being like, fuck this shit, I'm out, so... we can go ahead and call that 75 feet of get the fuck out of here for her turn. Let me just take a look at something here as well. So yeah, she is just on the edge of where this muddy pit is opened up by you, Newt. So these creatures are now like scrambling as the mud along the edge of the hole has basically been turned into like, they're like, oh, what the fuck? Trying not to fall back into the hole that they're crawling out of. And you can also hear coming from below the ground, there's a couple of more like noises coming out of the hole. Kind of giving you the impression there's more down below. And Snooty is going to go all the way over to where she's visible in the light of the lanterns. So, like, over in that direction. So that is her entire turn, is basically just, like, running the fuck away. So let me zoom out a bit here so that everybody can get a better sense of what's going on at the moment. Uh-huh.
Since my spells have the wild magic part to it, do you want me to keep track of like how many spells I cast if they're not cantrips? Like how many spells do I get?
You should have 2 spell slots for, I
Okay.
believe,
Cool.
level...
Thank you.
I can't... Hold on. No, sorry. Tell you what, for this session, it's not really an issue. We'll just
Okay.
consider it... Go wild with the spells until I get back down to it, and I'll tell you when you've reached a point that I feel like you've
Okay.
probably exhausted that shit. Because the very nature of what we discussed about your character has a whole bunch of leeway in that you have a strong magical presence, but it also causes horrendous chaos on top of horrendous chaos, so...
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so to that effect, that is the end of Snooty's turn, and oh shit, sorry. I guess Desi, that was on your turn. You were waiting to see if they were safe. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the ghouls are now definitely going to be like, okay, well, this is fucking what the hell. They normally have a 30-foot movement speed, however, they're going to have to... Yeah, they're only going to get like 15 feet even on like a good burst, so I'm going to need to make some rolls for these guys to see if they can even have a hope of closing in on you, Newt. So the first ghoul here is going to make a... I guess this would be an acrobatics for them, technically. So
I don't know how difficult terrain works.
Difficult terrain just halves movement, as far as I'm aware. So, like, it slows all attempts to pass through it, but Pathfinder 2 Edition might have extra rules, so if anybody out there could look up what Pathfinder 2e has for difficult terrain outside of having movement, let me know and I'll apply it, but I'm already applying, like... They gotta make a skill test to even try to get at you in this instance. So the first one is going to definitely pass. The second one on his acrobatics roll, definitely going to pass. The third one is going to roll, and that is definitely not going to work out because they're still on the way out of the hole, and they're still going to make a decent distance. It's just these two are going to run up to you, Newt. So they're charging towards you to close the distance, and this ghoul is still, like, clown shoesing his way around the hole. He's like... And then he starts going forwards, but he definitely doesn't make it in time to make any attacks against you. So these two are going to attack you, Newt, and then it'll be your turn. So we are going to get... they are not going to have enough of their turn left to attack you with anything but one attack each, however. So there will be no multi-attacks coming your way. So you're going to get some claw strikes. That one's gonna hit. And the second one, claw strike.
Dazzy, my brain is exploding and they're killing me.
Okay, so the ghoul on top. You need to make a fortitude save for me, Newt, please. Okay, that's good. That's very good, because if you had failed that, you would have been paralyzed. Alright, so the fortitude save passes. There you are only receiving the damage from the attack. Grand total of 3. So you take 3 points of physical damage. So that brings you down to 19 HP. And now it is your turn, because they spent that whole time scrambling through the muck and mud as hard as they could.
Disengage, run.
Newt's gonna go too close, hydraulic push, and lay prone and pull water from the pond and do hydraulic push into them, which has a 60-foot range and and will push them 10 feet.
Fucking Newt the swamp bender over here.
How do I roll? What do I need to roll?
Can you just link me the spell so I can take a look at the wording in the group chat there, and I'll let you know that.
Bam.
Okay, hydraulic push. Yep. Let me move it over here so I can read it fully. It is a 60-foot. You call forth a powerful blast of pressurized water that bludgeons the target and knocks it back. Make a ranged spell attack roll. Okay. So for you, I believe that would be your highest stat bonus, plus your speciality. So here, I can make this a little easier. Let me just hit that button there, hit that button there. This is why I love Foundry, because it's so easy to throw these things in. And then we go hydraulic push. Oh, hey, look at that. Now it's actually on your character sheet. Or about to be. Go in the hole. Go.
No, I don't want to go in hole. There's ghouls in hole.
No, you're killing me, Smalls. Add it to the character sheet. Okay, fine, fuck it, whatever. Okay, yeah. Well, I was hoping I could give it to you for using it easily, but I suppose that's not in the cards. Because it doesn't want to let me drag it over from the bestiary, so what I'll just do is calculate it for you and then give you the bonus that you need to add. So you have a +4. That would then be with your shenanigans here, so that is going to be a +8 with the spell attack. So give me a do /roll d20 +8.
How do I do that? Just
You
click.
type that out in the roll sheet. So you do /roll 1d20 and then +8.
On the 20 +8, like that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Awesome.
Yep. And then I test that against their AC, which I believe goes to the attacker. We determined in ties. So.
And do we need random chat roll or no?
I do need a random chat roll, which I will. Cubier was already rolled on it, providing one there. So with the 7, I just want to know if you want that to stay applicable or if you would like to call a goblin bullshit go.
I would like to call a goblin bullshit go.
All right.
Because she does not like being attacked and clawed and brain exploding.
That is fair. All
if
right,
she
chat.
wants to leave.
One more roll from somebody in the chat to see how well this is facilitated here, please. So go ahead and !D20 from somebody in chat, and that will determine if it had any better effects. Okay, a 9. It's better. It's better. I will say that with the 9, you can hit both of them.
That's my roll.
Oh, well, fucking goddamn it, Effie.
Yeah, I mean, you can hit both of them. There you go, Newt. I'm helping.
Yay!
Son of a bitch. Yeah, alright, I'll let the 18 stand and cause it a double hit anyways, because,
Thanks, Rad.
let's see here. Now I just need to determine how much you technically roll in this situation. Hydraulic push. Where is the damage base listed?
3. It says if it's a success, target takes 3d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked back 5 feet.
Ah, okay, cool. Well, in that case, yes, you'll hit them both for 3d6, so just type /roll 3d6 in the thing for the chat log. Oh, Jesus. All right. My ghouls. Madam.
They made my brain hurt and they claw me. I don't like them.
Well, they're not happy about that. They're they have significantly less HP now.
They were too close.
And they are going to go backwards about 5 feet, and this one is literally going to smash into the fucking gravestone and get knocked prone, and this one is just going to be like, "Bah!" So you blast them back with your action. So I'd say that's much more productive than taking a disengage.
And now I'm gonna try to run or move as fast as I can move. How far can I move after doing spell?
You can move up to 50 feet if you want to use the rest of your turn to completely
Yes, she does.
Alright, let's do a measurement, and that'll probably get you about there. So you can go... Whoop. Whoops.
Oh no!
Don't know what happened there. Alright, so Newt, you dip out...
Desi! Desi, help!
Signal. Yep. Okay.
Alright, Desi, it's your turn.
Okay. So, 100 feet as the doggo.
Desi, be careful. They have psychic brain powers and they hurt your brain.
That is, yeah, okay. I'm gonna temporarily spit out the, sharp shears.
Okay.
And then I'm going to throw a... I'm gonna throw a blight bomb. Or wait, no, I'm gonna throw an alchemist fire.
What's the range on that?
I'm not hitting them. I'm throwing it right here.
Oh, you want to start a fire in this area?
Yeah, kind of. But it's also gonna make smoke because as a free action, I can make any of my bombs, and in addition to whatever they do, emit a cloud of 30 feet of smoke. So I'm just gonna put
Oh.
a smoke cloud in front, and then we're going to, continue moving downwards.
Okay. If you want the vision to obstruct on that front, you might want to
Yeah,
be like more in this
yeah.
area.
It's more like there. Yeah. Good point.
Okay.
Good point.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you have to roll anything for that because it's just an area target and pretty close range. So you'll just have to expend an alchemist fire from your inventory, but otherwise you can yeet that and cause a smoke screen kind of cover if you'd like.
Yeah. Already done.
Don't,
Remove
don't worry, Desi. I
Bomb.
used hydro pump and it was very effective.
Good. Now I show you how to use ember, and then throw a bomb at the spot. Also use smoke screen at the same time. Cheating is good. Action economy is very important in Gobblemon. And then we're going to.
Now,
cheat.
Desi, I choose you. Go.
Oh, okay. All right. Wait. Okay, I go. Nyum. I'm gonna put the shears back in my mouth and start my bombing run.
All right, so you create an obscuring cloud of smoke, and then put the shears back in your mouth and start running over to where the rope is. Yes.
Yeah. This is the most of my movement, so I would have to
Okay.
do it on next turn.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just wanted to make sure I'm getting the full information. Okay, so
Yeah.
Snooty, I assume you're gonna just fucking haul ass over to the cathedral, or are you gonna stay within range of your compatriots? Let's see. Safely in range, but safely. Okay, alright. So Snooty is gonna run over and hide behind, basically. With her movement, she'll use the shack's cover, and she won't go fully retreating into the cathedral, and she'll stay within range of being able to assist Desi if anything goes terribly wrong. But, to that effect, the ghouls are like, this one's recovering and getting up, and like, what the fuck, did I just get hit by a fucking goddamn pond? And this one is very upset as well, and they're looking around and trying to take a good stock of things. However, where most of their sight is locked right now, they can't really make out Newt very clearly. So I believe, let's call it a perception roll for them. We'll do a collective perception roll to see if they have any luck on figuring out any idea of what's going on there. No, it doesn't look like they have a high enough score to get a full sense of like where to act, so they're just kind of milling about, like scowling and cover. Like this one over here is retreating over to the hole to be like, I just got my ass handed to me, I'm going home. Whereas these two are like spreading out amongst the gravestones, taking they're like, where the fuck did they go? What the fuck is going on here? And a little confused. So that is basically their turn, and now it is your turn, Newt. Do you want to retreat over to where Snooty is, or do you want to stay in like a mid-support range, or something else entirely?
So they don't know where they lost track of me.
Well, you're kind of obscured. They're obscured by a big cloud of smoke right now from Desi's deployment. I should really get the template set up so we can just plop that down in the future. But essentially, this area over here is covered by one big old smoke cloud, and they couldn't see you through it because it's dark and you're pretty short. So,
All right, I'm gonna move around to a hiding spot and keep eye on them.
okay, so you're gonna relocate over here. Can you give me a stealth roll to see how well you facilitate that?
Yeah.
Technically, you do float, and it will be an easier visual target to that degree.
She's even doing like the cartoon like creep thing, where you do the big
the violin
steps.
strings, yeah.
Yeah. Stealth. Where's stealth? Stealth. Bam.
Okay, that's pretty good. If they beat that score, then they will pick up on what the fuck you're doing. But for the time being, Newt, you move over and into cover. Any last little things that you'd like to do on your turn, or shall I go to Desi's
What do I have left? Like a full action?
Yeah, the way that
no.
Pathfinder 2nd edition is you have 3 actions, and you can divide them amongst anything you're capable of doing. It's just if you make multiple attacks in one turn, you take a penalty.
How far away is the ghoul from me?
The closest school to you is 60 feet, roughly.
60 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do what I wanted to do then.
Oh, what was the range?
30.
Alright, then no.
Where is there a spot I could? Oh wait, no. I can just hide behind my tombstone again. That's
Sure.
what I'll do.
Sure,
And-
yeah, you technically were able to break line of sight and take an action to hide now, so as long as they don't see you on a perception roll, you'll be fine behind that tombstone until you choose to act. But
And
if you-
then
Oh.
she'll go. Huh. Vines, help Newt from Ghoul, go! And I will cast Tanglefoot on the closest one.
Alright, just to let you know that casting offensive actions breaks you out of like being able to be unseen.
Yeah, but he'll be vined,
It's true.
and then he'll be stuck swiping through vines all day.
Alright, let's read out Tanglefoot for me, please.
A vine covered in sticky sap appears out of thin air, flicking from your hand and lashing itself onto target. Attempt a spell attack against target.
Oh, okay, so make a d20 plus 8 again. So /roll 1d20 plus 8.
Oh no, I gotta put space.
Yeah. Alright, do you want to keep
And-
that? You can call Goblin bullshit if you want.
Oh. Yeah. Definitely.
Alright. You have to say the line, though.
I call upon the power of Goblin bullshit to infuse these vines.
Alright, Alright, you now are very aware of everything around you as if it was bright fucking daylight. And then re-roll that roll, please.
Can I just like click on it to roll it again?
You might be able to right-click. No, unfortunately, not with those types of
sad.
rolls.
Darn. That would have been damn convenient.
It is if it's an ability you have in your thing, but we need to add those spells officially into the sheet. Oh, well, there you go. That'll beat the AC. So what does it do when it beats the AC?
Is it a critical success or a success?
It's a success.
Target takes a minus 10-foot circumstance penalty to its speeds for 1 round. It can attempt to escape against the spell DC to remove the penalty.
So you just slow it down. It doesn't take any damage or get stuck or anything.
Mm-mm. No, apparently it just gets covered in sticky vine and can't move well.
Oh, all right. So you slow down its movement a fair bit. Okay, fair enough.
Assuming that the chat's roll doesn't do anything crazy
Yes, that's
or
fair.
make it worse.
Exclamation mark D20 in chat, please, everybody, for the wild magic from Newt. If you don't mind, I would very much so appreciate that, everybody. Maybe I should make a D100 table just for the bullshit that comes out of you. To have people roll for it in chat. I kind of like having the D20 in chat. Oh, okay, cool. Well, we'll say that the way that you shoot the vine, it sandwiches the ghoul against this tombstone. So, like, he's now... Not only is he slowed and sticky, but he's been, like, bound to the tombstone ahead of him. So he's going to need to make an athletics test on his turn to see if he can actually break out of that.
And when the goblin or when the ghoul hits the tombstone, Newt will go, "Stick around."
Alright, so that brings us to Desi's turn again. Desi, what would you like to do?
Listen, I wish for you to know something. Got to go fast. That is all. I am now going to go. My move. 2 moves over here. And then I'm going to start chewing on the rope to drop it.
The deadly bomb.
Yeah,
All right.
the deadly bomb. Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna... Technically, we don't have the stats for the Goblin Dog's attack.
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, go ahead and give me the Goblin Dog's bite attack then,
Okay.
please.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Do you want the damage or to hit?
To hit.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
just use that as the gauge of success for how quickly you separate the rope.
Okay. I have to make. Yeah. Okay.
Oh well. Yeah, that is-
I bite rope. Yeah,
That-
it's pretty good.
That is just one swift strike, and is it with the movement and that action? That's pretty much your whole turn, right?
Yeah, that is my whole turn.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what happens in tandem with. So Snooty is like all the fucking way over here, and probably still. Is it fair to say, Snooty, that because you don't see anybody calling for help or anything immediately, you're gonna not rush over? Or you're back. Hello, Snooty.
Yeah,
What would you like to do on your turn?
I think I'm sorry, my voice is kind of gone.
It's okay.
She's probably going to just maybe move probably behind this tree here to kind of watch, and she's not going to do anything else from that.
All right, perfect. Sounds good to me. The ghouls, in tandem with what's going on here, can I get a exclamation mark D20 from chat to see how well this lines up for Desi in this instance? Also, pretty please. So just exclamation mark D20 in chat, all one word. All right. Does anybody want to? Desi, do you want?
Goblin bullshit go!
Okay, goblin bullshit go. Okay, well, we'll use the goblin bullshit reroll. Somebody in chat give me another exclamation mark D20, and in the meantime, let's see what Desi gets. Oh, okay. You just get zapped. All right, a 17.
17.
That's much better. That's much better. So in your favor, as you go charging over here, Desi, and you snap the rope, something. You think maybe it's the bad vibes of the graveyard or some shit related to that you're not entirely sure leaves a bad taste in your mouth. That's just like my mouth, the pain as you snap the rope with one quick bite. Like it just tears and rips with one quick movement. There's no extra effort that you have to do to tug on it or anything. And as the rope is giving way and the weight on the other end begins to fall, it's about that time this ghoul also jumps right back in the hole to be like, fuck this shit. Just in time for your prototype bomb to land right on top of its head. And with that other roll, the 17 in chat, I'm going to go ahead and say that you hear there's a brief moment where you kind of like have a quiet as the of the rope goes and the falling, and there's a bit of a and then and this bright flash comes out from inside of this hole, and there's like a couple of you hear like screaming coming from down below, and the ghouls are just like they are freaking out, and you can hear horrible noises coming from inside the hole, and the ghoul that you previously saw jump in the hole, you can see from your position, jumps out and begins to flail around on the ground as if it had been set on fire. And it is clutching at its skin as it melts off the bone and is like just flailing all over and smashes into one of these tombstones and then just right dead on top of the grave itself. And the other two ghouls, as they look behind them and see this absurd like parade of horror come out of the hole and the flash and the bang, they just look at each other and begin to start scampering off into the distance because they are now not benefiting from their past.
Wait, wasn't that one?
Right.
Wasn't that one stuck?
This one is
That
stuck.
one's stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
needs
yeah,
to
yeah.
make an athletics test. Does he pass his? No, he does not. He's stuck. He's like like freaking out. So this one fucks off into the distance unless anybody wants to do anything about it.
Well, you see, that was several bombs worth of stuff,
Mhm.
and each one of them is making smoke. That
Are they
is
considered
reacting
undead?
with holy water. Yes, they are.
Yeah, hold on, one at a time. So Desi, what are you trying to say here?
Well, each bomb is making up to 30 cubic feet of smoke.
Okay, so you're violating the Geneva Convention in this hole, is what you're telling me? With chemical warfare?
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
of it's going to go up and pool out because, water vapor is heavier than air, so it's going to creep along the ground like a fog. But the rest of it that was aimed down, yeah, that's going in the holes.
So you literally mustard gas the ghouls with holy air, like smoke, yes? Is that what you're telling
Yeah.
me?
Oh, that's okay. So I put a very large volatile charge of alchemist fire in a container that was filled with holy water and metal shavings in a ceramic container, essentially, which basically turns it into a holy smoke vapor frag bomb because it's got fragmentation inside with a kicker that will instantly boil and just fucking what's the word? Aerosol the holy water and then push it through with the alchemist smoke effect into the holes in the surrounding area. Yeah.
So yeah, yes. She violating convention.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen, I will only tell you this once. I am violating the Geneva Convention, and it is my bitch.
all right. Well, as you commit ghoulish war crimes, is there anything you want to do about this one running off into the distance?
Yeah,
or you-
I got thing to do.
Okay.
I would like to disrupt his running away.
Oh, by doing what?
Disrupting undead.
Oh, what's the range on that for you?
30 feet.
You'll need
Before
to
he
run
ran
after
away.
him. Oh,
Okay,
before he
I
started
ran.
running away.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So as he turned to run away, you would probably come up from behind here and just dash forwards to use it on him as he starts to turn, yes?
Yeah.
All right, I'll allow that before he gets an opportunity to potentially fuck off into the night. So I assume, what does it say is needed here? Was it his ranged spell attack?
You
or-
you lance target with energy, and you deal 1d6 positive damage plus your spellcasting ability modifier. The target must attempt a basic fortitude save. If the creature critically fails save, they are also enfeebled for 1 round.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that
Saving throw fortified fortitude.
Right, but even if he passes the fortitude save, he still takes the damage. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I believe we have
It's-
that on Desi as well as the official disrupt undead added. Yes, disrupt undead.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
plus your spellcasting modifier, the target must attempt blah blah blah, enfeebled, blah 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 blah. It'll do double damage because he's undead, blah blah blah, and because it's positive energy. All right. So roll me 1d6, please. So just / roll 1d6 if you don't mind. All right. Well, I mean, technically, Goblin Bullshit can be used for any roll, but if you're cool with just sitting on that, I assume the Fortitude save is your biggest priority here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Damage bonus.
Yep. Oops. I made a boo-boo. That is not. Oh God, he's dying. He's dying, Jim. Oh God, I fucked it up. He's dying so bad.
That was not. I did not do goblin bullshit. Why is he taking so much damage?
All right. Fortitude save DC
No
of
goblin
15.
bullshit. For. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, he fails it. So he's enfeebled.
So he took the a d6 double damage plus my spellcasting ability, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the damage is total between the 2 and your spell casting, and then it's times by 2, I think.
Okay.
Yes, correct. So the overall damage would be the base damage that you rolled plus your mod, and then times that end result. So.
And then random.
Yes. Oh, right. Yes. Oh God, please no. Exclamation mark D20, please, from the chat to see how randomly affected this casting is to whether it is an effective degree or not. Pretty please.
Be good, chat. Be good, please.
Don't.
All right, it's about mid-ground,
Okay,
so
that's
unless
better.
okay, it won't
That's
have
good, that's
any
good.
major changes
Yeah,
to it aside
that's
from the
fine.
fact that he's basically staggered a bit from the impact.
Yeah.
So he's slowed down, and it's harder for him to run away, and he's injured. Would you like to take advantage of that at all, Desi, or?
Yeah, I'm going, This is First Snooty. I'm going to chase him down as Gobble Dog, and I'm gonna start biting him.
All right. So you close in easily because the ghoul is staggered and enfeebled and being like. I believe I can add enfeeble.
Desi, kick him while he's down.
Yeah.
The goblin way. Kick him while they're down.
Yeah. I am going to engage in the biting.
All right. Go ahead and make the first attack, and then you'll also be able to make a multi-attack because it's only a little bit of movement that you had to use. All right, that's gonna hit. So go ahead and give me the damage, pretty please.
Oh, okay. I was going to roll both and then do
Oh,
damage
sure.
for
Yeah,
both.
yeah.
Yeah. Because
You can
I
do
have
that
to
too.
take up a macro. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
No worries. Do you want to keep that one?
No, I'm going to goblin bullshit go that one.
Okay. Go ahead and re-roll it, and then I will.
Why is it always low?
Hey, congrats! You gained 5 experience points. Oh, goodness gracious. So yeah, you definitely still hit him with the first attack. So roll damage for that, please. All right, so that is an additional. Okay, yeah, he's not doing too hot for sure. Still standing though, so you that's the 2 attacks. That's the end of your attempt to engage him.
That is what you think.
Oh.
I am Gobble Doggo, and I have something called Goblin Dog and irritating dander. But they think ghouls are. I think ghouls are immune to disease, so they don't get it.
They do, yes. They have disease immunity.
Okay, well that's fine. I'm going to give someone the gobble scratch fever.
Yeah, if they didn't,
Ladies.
if they didn't have disease immunity, I feel like they would make very poor corpse eaters. So,
They would.
but fair. So at this juncture, this ghoul is still trapped here, unable to escape. You can still hear the screeches of the ghouls from the hole as you basically enact trench warfare from World War I into this pit. And I'm gonna have to do some math after this. But, Desi, you kind of lock this ghoul down, and it's like you're tearing... I'll say that you've got a hold of its leg right now due to the enfeeblement element as well, and are just kind of like... And it's like... And this ghoul here is still stuck at the moment. Snooty, do you want to come out from behind the tree and join in anything, or are you still hiding behind the tree being like, fuck this shit?
It would take my whole movement to get over here.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't have been any help to begin with.
Yeah,
I don't have any range.
I'm giving you an opportunity here to interact with this creature if you want to, basically. I don't really care about the specific numbers.
I think she would probably run up, rapier in hand, and... No. Staff of barf and just whack him on the head.
Alright, you're gonna use the barf stick on the ghoul?
Yeah.
Alright, that's fair. Oh my god, alright. Make an attack with the advantage, because it's, obviously stuck there.
I'm trying to... You said with advantage?
Yeah.
Stuck there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you boppo that bako. So go ahead and give me the damage roll, and then I'll tell 1.
Well, he's throwing up, so that's all that matters.
That is all that matters, yes. So the fortitude save. Let's roll the fortitude save for the creature. Unfortunately... So, Snooty, you run up and bop the creature on the head, inflicting a little bit more damage, and it's very injured. Like, this creature looks like it's like one good little bap away from a full endo. And you smack it on the head, and it kind of goes... It's struggling against the thing, looks at you and hisses, and you're like, no, bop! And it goes... and kind of swallows its lunch for a minute. And there's just an awkward moment where the ghoul's like, "What was that?"
She's gonna look upset that it didn't do more and pout and just like shake it at her and go like, You vomit again. If move, I hit you with vomit stick. And I had my turn.
Can you give me an intimidation roll with an advantage on that front, please? Do you wish to call for the goblin bullshit, or shall you stay with
I
it?
would like to do the goblin bullshit because I have a +2. That means I rolled a 2.
Alright. Give me that roll, please. Hey, much better. And you gain 5 XP! Congratulations!
Yeah, I haven't been updating my XP, I think. So
It's alright.
it's fine.
It's all kind of loosey-goosey anyways. It was just another mechanic to be goofy with. So yeah, the ghoul is gonna make a will save to see if it has any help. Oh, too bad. He's very tenacious, but still fucking stuck,
Aw.
so... We'll come to that, but now, Desi, as the ghoul is in your grasp and it's basically trying to get the fuck away from you over here, it's gonna make a swipe at you with its claws, to see if it can damage you. No, your AC in goblin dog form I don't think changes, I'm pretty
No,
sure.
because my equipment becomes part of me.
Okay, so you have an AC of 19 still, so he doesn't do fuck all. And is trying to slash at you and is basically like, "Bleh," and we'll make another slash attack, which I imagine will go much poorer, but we'll know. Oh, or not. All right. Fuck. Okay. Oops, I didn't roll that as a critical. My bad. Okay, it was worse. But you need to make a fortitude saving throw for me, Desi, please.
Well, I will have you know that Gobbleduggos have a fortitude save of +8.
Oh. Are
So
you
that is
lying
pretty
to me?
good. No, which is only one more than my normal fortitude, but you know, whatever.
Alright, yeah, that is pretty good. So make your fortitude save, pretty please.
Okay, I will roll fortitude. Yes. Add 1, please. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You are not
Bam!
paralyzed, and you're still able to keep the ghoul in place, and you literally only take 2 damage because it rolled a 1.
Oh,
On the damage.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so if you want to... There you go, you've already counted it down. Meanwhile, Newt, the ghoul over here, is trying to struggle against your vines. Is there anything you want to do? And also, Snooty, is your hope to maybe keep this one alive, or were you just telling it to get its shit together?
I was telling it to get its shit together, or else I was gonna hit it again with the vomit stick and make it vomit and be upset.
Alright, Newt, you can see that Desi in goblin dog form is tearing into the leg of this ghoul. It's basically is just like...
And I watched it hit Desi, right?
Yes, you did watch it hit
Okay.
Desi, but it was just a scratch.
I'm going to go. You not hurt, friend. I will call upon tree protect, and I will make the tree over the pit protect Desi.
Okay, what does that do?
A medium tree will suddenly grow in an unoccupied space within range. The tree has an AC of 10 and 10 hit points. Whenever an ally adjacent to tree is hit by strike, the tree interposes the branches and takes the damage for any additional damage beyond that is reduced to 0. So basically, the tree is going to move towards Desi and protect Desi every time the ghoul tries to hit Desi.
Okay, can I get an exclamation mark D20 in chat to see how effective the defensive tree is? Pretty please. Goodness gracious.
I told you, tree was our friend.
You know, the trees were friendship all along.
Alright, yeah, it definitely follows your commands to the letter and is going to be doing that for a decent amount. So this ghoul over here that's tied to the gravestone. Thanks, brain. Fuck. Is going to... What was it to break out? Fortitude? Or, no, athletics, sorry.
I guess it grows a new tree. So it's a new tree. There's 2 trees there now.
We'll just say that it's extending into some sort of horrible mutated double tree, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I don't know what heighten means, but it can give the tree more health. I don't. So.
It's okay. I need to look into that too. I believe it's something about sacrificing more of your turn to enhance the effect, but I could be wrong. So let me. Oh, all right. So the ghoul is still stuck. That one is still completely stuck, and this one is at your mercy, Desi. So do you want to try to finish it off, or you have other plans?
I have it by the leg, and I'm just gonna start pulling it into the fog that is coming out of the hole. Yeah.
Okay. Give me an athletics test with advantage, please. Using your
Oh,
Goblin Dog
that
stats.
is good because Goblin Dog is beefy. Oh wait, wrong window. There we go.
Oh boy.
21 is with the advantage. Dead or alive.
Oh, the
You're
ghoul
coming with
is
me.
definitely fucked.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Looks like your ass is getting smoked.
So, as you're in Goblin Dog form, pulling this ghoul along, and it's screeching and like, it's like reaching out, and every time it tries to slash at you, the tree above you just is like, and a branch just blocks the blow, and it's the fucking ghoul is just like, what is going on? And then before it can do a damn thing, the slippery mud on the edge of this hole basically. You just yeet this ghoul into the muddy hole where this smoke is coming out of, and you just hear coming from the hole as it thuds in, and hear like scrambling and screeching, and it just kind of like stops after a very brief moment. Meanwhile, Snooty, the ghoul is right in front of you, tied to this thing still and unable to leave, and it looks like it's kind of given up for the most part, and it's just staring at you with like hatred in its eyes.
She's going to wave the bar stick in one hand and then grab her rapier and just shink into its head.
Alright, as you pull back the rapier, you hear the ghoul go,
Do not kill.
Oh, why?
Mercy. Mercy, please.
Why?
I'm gonna roll.
Give Snooty reason.
Let's see if he has any intelligent reasons for you. The ghoul just the ghoul like looks like it's having a fucking mental breakdown almost of like trying to like process anything reason it could give you for you to be merciful, and it just looks you straight in the eyes, and then it settles on
You can eat things. I share dead things.
You share food if I no kill?
Yes, dead things eat with me.
If I no kill, you become pet?
What is it?
Mean you eat what I tell you eat, and you just am pet, and I no kill you.
It looks a little confused, but it really has no options left, so the ghoul just goes,
yes, vote, become pet.
Okay, now that you are pet, if double cross, I hit you with barf stick and then kill you.
If you double cross my friend, I give you goblin pox.
The ghoul's just like completely intimidated by your presence there, and Desi, Do you have anything you want to add at all to this intimidation factor on the ghoul as he's bound, or do you have another action before I give the results?
I mean, I'm going to start dragging back at the leg, the melty leg of the one ghoul.
So Snooty, now that Ghoul is friend, do we help Ghoul from dying?
He not friend, he pet.
But do we help Ghoul from not dying now? Do we stop Ghoul
We
from
no
dying?
heal him. Not yet.
Okay.
We need to know.
And she tries to do the thing that like she's seen people do, which is air quotes, but she does it with like 3 fingers, not understanding like it's supposed to be like air quotes. She goes,
Information.
Oh, information. Mimic the air quotes but with 4 fingers?
Yeah.
So wave.
No, the thumbs are still down.
Okay. Okay, all right. So, Desi, you hear this conversation as you're dragging the remaining leg of the ghoul over and just kind of drop it. What do you want to do next?
Okay. Well, Snooty, I was going to take all this money, and use it for making stuff. But if you want to keep as pet, is good. If not, I will push it into the fog.
No, we keep this one as pet. He said that he will listen to us as long as I no kill him.
Newt will go up to the ghoul and be like, "Good ghoul," and pat it on the head and try to heal it.
Wait, you're gonna try to heal it?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast heal on it to heal its wound.
no,
No,
those are holy. No, that's holy.
Don't do it. This is how Jenico dies.
Can I get a
Can I do a society roll to see if I know this?
I will.
Arcana.
I will say anybody who wants to interfere with what is about to happen here can give me a nature or a society roll or arcana.
It does have a verbal thing, so she could start to hear it.
Yes, that's the only reason why I'm saying that this is a preemptive opportunity.
Newt's gonna go start doing the thing and be like, "I heal friend."
No, that hurts. That would kill. No, don't.
No, it heal.
No,
It heal.
healing is only for not deadies. Not deadies can heal the explodies.
You try kill pet?
No, I try heal pet.
It's
So you try kill
misunderstanding. Yeah, no,
I
kill
try
pet.
heal pet. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
How do you
No.
heal, Daddy?
Yeah, how do you heal? You're not alive no more. How do you fix?
I'm gonna do a nature to see how to heal Daddy.
Alright. You're aware that ghouls over time and with the consumption of flesh, as you've seen them in your native swamp region, are, they generally, as long as they just eat dead things and continue to exist, they kind of repair themselves.
Daddy is body covered in poison. Daddy need to eat to heal.
Can Daddy eat other Daddy?
But
It's-
Daddy
it
covered in
hisses
fog.
at the mention of that and goes,
Other ghouls, not good. Yeah.
Oh,
Is the body contaminated? Is
Yes.
the body contaminated?
yes, Desi, is Bernie comblamulated?
Is Bernie's weekend over?
Well, I want to say that, judging by the screaming that I hear underground, this was a huge success. I think next time, maybe don't need to use 5 bombs. Maybe, maybe 5 bombs overkill.
And as the three of you sit there pondering what to do about your newfound ghoul friend, and you still hear the occasional distant from like inside the hole that you have created this nightmarish fucking sarin gas abomination that I have to deal with. I think now is the perfect time for us to call an end to tonight's session.
Before we end,
Yes.
can I ask Tree and new tree friend to go back to where tree belong and have new tree friend with?
Yeah.
Yes, you can order the tree to return to whence it came.
Tree, and I gave you best friend, and you guys go back to where you came.
Waves hand and go, Tree, get a moving, and then point.
All right. Can I get one last exclamation mark D20 from chat to see how well that wild magic fares before we round out tonight's session?
Tree is friend, and new tree say friend.
All
So
right,
they need to go.
Branch and branch as new mutated wooden buddies, eager to experience the next however many hundreds of years together on the edge of the cemetery of Sandpoint. They return to the spot on the edge of the forest, one tree stronger, and that is where we call an end to tonight's session.
Bye, tree friend. I will call you Steve.
Yeah, Steve, Barney, and then, well, actually, Snooty gets to name her pet. I think Barney is good name, but,
we need to find
Golly.
Stu. Stu has Stu for us.
Stu does have Stu for us.
All right, hold on. Hold your horses. Snooty, you did hear the ghoul mention a name of its own, but do you care, or would you like to rename this creature?
She would love to know the name and then rename it after knowing the name.
Vote.
So I want. His name is Vote.
Vote.
Vote dumb name. Ghoulie, better name.
Ghoulie, good name.
Oh god. Well, now I get to do
Snooty had
that
big
voice
brain.
and
Big
fucking
brain.
roleplay Snooty's ownership of Gollum vis-a-vis the fucking third Lord of the Rings film. So good on that. But yeah, congratulations, players. I would say that was a resounding success of the opening test of Desi's affront to the laws of warfare. And congratulations. So before I get on to checking with the players and then us finding a raid target for the evening, Effie, if you could find a raid target and then don't hit enter immediately, I would appreciate that.
Already have raid target.
Okay, cool. So before we do that, a reminder to all of you wonderful folks at home, if you could please go ahead and, I'll spell that correctly. If you could go ahead and give some love to each and every one of the channels you see here, I would very much so appreciate it. I would be very grateful if you guys could follow Jasminian Devils, who is also currently still... you're still live, yes, Jasmine?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yes, make sure that you guys go give some love and follows to Jasminian Devils on her channel. She plays the wonderful Newt, who is the recent addition to our wonderful Goblin roster, but has definitely put herself out there very enjoyably with the interactions of her little floating dumbass. Also, make sure that you follow the Art of Ash, who is the wonderful woman who has made all of these art assets you see on screen here, basically. Well, not basically, literally. With the exception of the plugins of Foundry, she is the talented being who's done all this wonderful artwork, and it is amazing to see the awesome, wonderful things that she has brought to life. So make sure you guys...
Speaking of artwork, you should probably shout out MWB, who did all of the NPC and creature tokens as well.
Oh yes, 100%. So to that effect, if you guys follow MWBDZ, who is also in the list there of the links, he is another awesome contributing artist to my studio, and while he heads a little bit more of the contributions on the portraiture side for NPCs and stuff for the projects, he still does an amazing job and whips out a whole bunch of awesome artwork for me, which I very much so appreciate. And if you guys want some awesome art from him too, I'd highly recommend hitting him up for commissions, because a lot of these portraits that he makes I fucking adore, especially because look at this ugly ass motherfucker. There is our lovely gravekeeper, and you can also see up close a couple of other crazy things, like the artwork he did for the Ghost of Jervis Stute, which is one of the encounters we had earlier in the campaign. So that will be an interesting situation for sure, if they ever end up encountering that ghost again. And there's a whole host other, which actually you can get access to a lot of those assets if you join our studio's Patreon. So if you go to Silver Kestrel Studios on Patreon, you can join at the $3 tier a month and get access to a shitload of roleplay assets and beta documentation for my own adapted 5th edition game set. And then, of course, obviously, make sure that you're following and engaging with Effie the cat, who plays Desi, if you aren't already. And if you feel so inclined, I would really appreciate it if you could give some love to 2 of our previous contributing players, that_Gabi and Neon Alligator, who played both Gem and Boggy for the earlier parts of our campaign, so I'd appreciate if you could show them some support. And then lastly, if you could jump up on my channel, Silver Kestrel Studios. I get up to all kinds of shenanigans. But I basically live in Effie's basement now, so you can probably catch me here more often than you can on my own.
No, don't go to Effie's basement. Don't go.
Yeah, I have Jasmine down there too.
No. I will not go to basement.
Yeah, it was easy to track you. You were like, I am Eldritch Bean, you'll never catch me. And then you walked in and grabbed the thing and I shut the door.
I have a nice cozy office with some pillows and some chips and a lot of drinks. And I'm like,
Yeah,
very
Ash gets
cozy.
office. Uh-huh. And then
Sometimes
those
I
two
get to eat
basement.
dead rats.
No, we have one of those dumbbell waiter things. And we just put burgers, and then when we make the burgers go down,
It's just McDonald's. We just
There's just a
eat
McDonald's
those.
next door that has a dumbbell. Or dumb
We just
waiter that-
send McDonald's down. Wait, there's free nuggies?
Yeah, free nuggets.
You never
guys are
said free
perfectly-
nuggies.
You guys are perfectly fine down in the basement. I don't understand why you guys are complaining.
Yeah, why
Is
did you
there-
have to bring it out in the oven?
Oh, wait, why is there water in the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
but tank
anyways.
that goes like all the way down to the center, you know, it's like heated but not heated.
We went
Great.
through a lot of goofy ass goblin bullshit pool today, which is really amusing to me. So that was a good encounter, and I'm glad that it worked out in the end for you guys, because there was many ways where that could have gone horrendously wrong. So I'm glad that you put together a decent plan and it worked out on the rolls, because there were many overlapping instances where that could have turned into like, and now everybody gets fucked by ghouls. So I'm glad it panned out. And just goes to show you guys that if you have a little bit of ingenuity when it comes to dealing with problem solving in D&D, then you too can commit horrendous war crimes and violate the Geneva Convention to earn yourself a fair bit of XP. And to that effect, Desi, doing a little bit of quick math here, I can safely say that you have earned... Let's see, let me check my table for how I was balancing XP for this. Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and earn about a... Oh, let's see. So you're gonna get about... Let me times that real quick. 15, and do that. You're gonna get about 250 XP off of that session.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And because the party shares kill experience, it halved. Snooty and Newt, you guys are going to get 125 XP each. And then outside of that, I think I will reward roleplay encounter experience based on what you guys facilitated and how you went through it. So Desi, I think for your efforts in contributing to a solid plan and an idea for a very hefty weapon, I'll give you an extra 50 XP that you can add to your pool.
Amazing.
Snooty, for you definitely having the biggest Brian and feeling very confident in yourself for being the true mastermind of everything here, you will earn yourself a solid 30 XP. And Newt, I will definitely say that because you caused a lot of chaos in tandem with your abilities to a degree that I found satisfying for portraying your character, I will go ahead and give you 35 XP. So, with all that XP added up and all that stuff done, I think now I'm just going to check in real quick with the goblins, and then we'll go ahead and raid whoever you have in mind, Desi. So first and foremost, Jasmine, how did you enjoy your second game as Newt?
Greatly. I'm getting a good feel for Newt.
Hell yeah.
She's this chaos incarnate, basically.
Yeah, so now we can totally work on getting those spells properly added to your character sheet, because I realized that in the time since I last put together characters with spells, I can't recall how I actually was supposed to add them officially, so I will fix that. And then we can get you the spells that you want. So all you need to do for me is go look up the spells that you want to use the most from the primal domains that are applicable to druids, and then I'll make sure they get added. But thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate having you here, and as always, very amusing, stupid goblin antics. Ash, I know you were feeling unwell for part of the session, but I hope that you had fun with the remainder of what you were able to do. Did you enjoy tonight's session despite your body actively sabotaging you?
Yeah, I'm actually not feeling well right now again, so I stayed just to say that I had a really fun time, and I really need to hop out of the call. I love you guys so much, and thank you for another fantastic D&D session.
Of course.
Ash.
Love you, Ash.
Welcome.
You have a wonderful
Go
sleep
rest.
and rest.
Go feel better.
Yeah, please go feel better.
Health more important.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, poor thing. Well, while Ash goes and battles her demons, last but not least, Effie, how did you enjoy tonight's session?
I will answer that after this. I think chat has made a good demand. Kinetic put out a good point. We should get 5 XP every time your eyebrows come out.
Oh my god.
And for every 30 seconds that they last.
I second this notion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
But,
Alright. Alright, fine.
Kinetic has Big Brian.
I will rebalance that, because 5 XP is a bit much considering the scaling of XP, but I will tell you what, I'll give you 2 XP, 1 XP for each eyebrow that would be on my face. How about that?
Alright, I'll take it.
I can work with these numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm not keeping track of it, so you guys are going to have to take advantage of that as you...
Alright, so 2 XP per time you have eyebrows out. Okay,
yes.
okay.
Not retroactively
okay.
applied. That applies going forwards.
Oh, okay. Alright, good deal.
Mm-hmm. But for the time being, now that you've given me that, would you like to let us know how you felt about the session, and then we can go ahead and raid?
So I've had a lot of characters, and none of them I think have committed war crimes. I've had a character make a goddamn fleshy, made out of corpse Evangelion machine called Bob, and it has caused less war crimes than one goblin basically fucking gassing a ghoul warren. So, you know, I have to live with that fact, but honestly, I always have fun playing D&D with you guys. Like, it's fucking amazing. I love Snooty's character. I love Snooty's design. I love Newt. I love Newt's design. I love Newt T. And I loved playing with fucking Alice and Buggy. And I think just everybody that you bring here just has so much talent, and I'm always very, very thankful that you host and DM, because you're pretty great at it. So yeah, I had a pretty fucking good time. I got to be little goblin like Tina Stark, and Tim Tum Tum better be watching out, because I'm gonna come for him. I've only got one blue one, yuck, and I'll do it again.
Hey, don't think Newt's gonna forget about this whole stew thing. gonna track this stew guy down.
Oh yeah, this stew guy owes us money. You know what? You know that I'm gonna go in that hole as the doggo, and I'm gonna start bringing back skulls. And I'm gonna buy stew with that money because I gotta go drop off 200 gold to a certain Dad Shetty with the party, so Dad Shetty can become Dad Shetty again with his children.
Oh my god, you're right. You guys have killed enough ghouls
Uh,
in this undertaking to help buy back Machetti's fucking kids.
Yeah, because it's like 200 some odd dollars, and I was like, well, I got 200 gold, and then I'm gonna kill some ghouls, and I'm gonna take their heads back because I'm gonna crawl in there as a fucking gobbo dog, and then I'm gonna drag them out, and then I'm gonna go bring the heads to the man, and I'm gonna be like, hello, sir, please give me my 30 gold per head.
Oh yeah, I can turn Gobbo Dog and help drag ghouls out.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 2 gobbo dogs. We're gobbo doggo pack.
Mm-hmm.
We're gobbo doggo pago.
Yeah, they'll never expect 2 Gobbo Dogs.
Yeah.
I can also cast Gobbo Packs, and it doesn't affect Gobbos or Gobbo Dogs.
Exactly. Turns out goblins love goblin dogs and they think they're the cutest, best things ever, but they're offended that people call them dogs because dogs are evil, clearly. Which I think is funny as fuck.
Also,
So-
I can give you the goblin dog as like a separate token, and you can use it in like I'll make sure to add that so that you can, when you transform, you can use the stats officially in the sheet stuff.
Yes, I would love that because listen.
I just thought of an idea.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I think I'll have to look through the spells, but I'm pretty sure I would be able. I could shapeshift my familiar, so I could make new tea into Goblin Dog.
Didn't
Like I have pack of dog Goblin Dog.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, because we determined you can wild shape into a goblin dog because of last session, so we could create a legion of goblin dogs with Snooty. Oh my god, it's like Mad Max. She could be on the platform playing the guitar, like during that scene, and fucking with the flaming guitar, and then be pulled by like a pack of goblin dogs. I think Ash would like that very much.
I mean, listen, it's fun, and Ash loves fun because Ash is fun. So yes,
True.
I believe it.
True.
Oh goodness gracious! Right? I was just thinking that toxic. I was like, I need Goblin Dog Chariot pulling Snooty in like post-apocalyptic outfit, blaring out music.
Just one Goblin Dog floating.
Yeah, one of the
Oh
Goblin
my
Dogs
god!
is definitely gonna be floating. Yeah.
For Christmas, we need Snooty to be Snooty Claus, and Newt can be Rudolph.
Oh my god, you're right.
He's a white reindeer.
I don't think she's gonna be as effective as Rudolph, considering it's only 1 foot. But yeah, the aesthetic still stands.
Yeah. You know. So.
I mean, I can cast like fairy light or something to make my nose glow.
They're asking. Oh, they got a good point. Could I turn into a gobbo cat for it to make more sense? Is there such a thing?
A gobbo cat? I don't think there are goblin cats.
I mean, I imagine it would just be a Goblin Dog, and they would just be like,
Meow?
slightly different ears, and make a meow sound instead.
Oh my god.
It's just the exact same dog, but with different ears, different tail,
Yep.
and makes a meow.
Maybe I can give you Goblin Cougar as a compromise. Goblin Wildcat, maybe? That sounds like it would fit.
Goblin Cougar, threat to everybody that's single.
Shut up.
I was thinking
So
it,
what?
but I wasn't gonna say it.
So what? Desi's gonna get old now, and she's gonna hit on anybody that's not.
Desi starts hanging out at the bar in town all the time. And smoking cigarettes all the time.
some poor person comes in and they're like, yes, I'd like a drink, and they bump in and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am, I didn't see you there. And fucking Desi's sitting there with like a fucking, what's it called? Pall Mall cigarette, extinguishes it and goes, I saw you the moment you walked in. You're what? Half my age? That's fucking hot. Just feeling the bartender leans over and he's like, not that goblin. Just it's probably safer if you just leave. She
Oh my god.
She just hits on every single like person that comes in half her age.
Well, now I
Yep.
want it to be Goblin Cougar as fucking official just for the memes. So you know what? Maybe
Wow.
MWB is gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, "Hi, can I get art for Goblin dogs and a Goblin Cougar?" And he's gonna be like, "What?"
Wait, Hunt, can my wild shape form be Goblin Golden Retriever? Because that seems more new.
You got fur and it's just gold, just blonde.
This is this like super happy looking goblin dog with like its tongue hanging out,
Oh,
with like
fuck.
floppy ears,
Oh my god, that's
excited and
I
just
love
ready
it.
to please.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, a corgi though. Oh god.
All right. Well, we could speculate on this all night, but I think we should
Oh.
definitely hit the right target that you have intended. So
Okay.
who are we hitting,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna improve this Fang thing, and I'm gonna make it instead of a fucking this is my goal. Make Fang shears +1, and instead of being a gobble dog, it's Bargeist time.
Oh, well,
Yeah. That would be
Bargeists
cool.
are a massive magnitude more powerful than goblin dogs, but it would look cool.
It would look cool, but that's probably more money than I have and will have for a long time.
And you're gonna need to be a much higher level, but yes, being a goblin Bargeist would be pretty fucking cool to be able to turn into that, and would have far-reaching implications on the manipulation of goblin society too, considering
Oh,
the goblins
I
regard
mean,
Bargeists as their sort of like demigods.
it's true. Because they even turned into goblins.
Mm-hmm. All right, who are we rating, Effie?
Mhm. Oh, I put that person there. They're playing
I
a
got
ghost game that I was really interested in. So we're gonna go see Rogri. I think Rorgri? Rorgi. Rorgi.
Rorgi.
It's
I
definitely
assume it's like
Rorgi.
orgy, but Rorgi.
Yeah, Rogi. I'm hitting the raid button. All right, you got it. You ready?
Yeah. I already did. I hit the raid button.
Okay. All right, there you go. Oh my
Rorgi.
god.
Okay.
Yeah, Rogi. Yeah.
Rorgi.
They're playing.
Yeah.
They're playing a spooky game, and it's one that I want to see. So.
All right, fair enough.
we'll
Well, then
we're gonna
join
go
us.
say hi to her.
Yeah, join us on the raid to say hi to Rorgi, and thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. And any last things you'd like to say, Effie, before we switch to the ending Zoom screen? Tune in for Aether tomorrow.
Oh yeah, tune in to Aether tomorrow at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time or 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for those folks that can't do conversions like me.
Yeah.
We're to be doing Aether. Aether VR Chat RP. I play Jenico, and I'm just gonna run around and be a little idiot. So if you like mischief, because clearly you do, because you're here and you stayed, I'll be doing that tomorrow. So tune in, because a lot of these folk are gonna be there. Silver's gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Ash is gonna be there. I don't know if Jasmine's gonna be there.
Maybe someday.
But we're gonna get her there.
Maybe someday.
We're gonna
Maybe
drag
not,
her there.
Maybe not tomorrow, but definitely someday.
And also tune in Wednesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time for our Warhammer 40k Wrath and Glory arc.
Oh
And-
yeah.
I'm
ahead,
sure
Jess.
most people in my chat already know who Effie is, but if you don't, I put it in the collab to follow all the lovely people I was playing with. So go follow them. Follow Silver and Effie and Ash.
Oh.
That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, good
Bye
night, everybody.
guys. Good night.